Залетай в Дискорд, пафос. Он так же в ауре, как всегда.
Здорово.
Здорово, здорово. Бродяга тут пришел? А, бродяга? Че? Бродяга. Бедолага. Михалыч, да, Иван?
Как дела?
Ну все, пойдет там как.
Ага, пойдем.
Пиздец, сейчас то, что такая гадка была, ебать, в дуло ебашились там, нахуй. Пиздец, дотна, блядь, уменьшилась, нахуй бегут два пидораса, прикинь, в ЛГшке стоят, просто тупо, у них, понимаешь, ЛГшка, а я на горе был, я с горы спускался. Они два пидораса, меня стоят тупо, знаешь, в наглую, нахуй, даже не прячутся, блядь, стреляют, стоят, нахуй. Что гандона, блядь. Ну, осталось 5 человек всего же, 2-2 и я один, бля. Пиздец. Ты себе 900 ровно стрелял, блядь. А, блядь, куда?
Так хуйня.
Ебаный мини.
Давай сюда вот.
Куда? Давай. Давай, давай. Можем в нарос ебануть? От начала отыграть?
Можем, почему не можем? А?
Давай, давай, давай. Куда рано спрыгнул?
Егор, ты тут?
Михалыч?
Почему, Михалыч?
Просто. Ну похуй. Так же смешнее, правильно?
Бля, мы вообще хуево падаем, бля.
Да.
Летим в дом какой-нибудь?
Давай, давай. А, нет, дома. Не, ангары свободны, свободны ангары.
Да нет.
Ну,
Да. Вот этот первый ангар свободен.
я убежал.
Да ну ты нахуй, блядь. Пиздец. Пидорас. В моем ангаре есть там. Пидорасы.
Меня убил. Жестко, да, мы там... Мы прямо в болото летим. О, боже мой, тупой.
Ебать.
Почему он себя не взорвал?
Ага.
Так, пизда, да, короче, мне тут?
Да. Ходить тут
Да,
кидать с
да.
ногой поле.
Надо, блядь, в тот конец падать нахуй, это, блядь, пиздец. Ну, блядь, нахуй.
На нахуй.
Попал. Перезарядить.
Вы рядом где-то, пацаны? Блять, слишком рядом. Понял.
Зашел? Слева зашел?
Сука, не успел.
Он же запрыгнул, ты что, не видел его?
Да я успел. Да я слышал, я спереди еще один был вроде.
А чё, может на Европу пойдем?
Да, здесь нормально. Ну, бля, мы просто Европе подлагивать больше.
А чё, у нас четвертого нет?
Ну, бля.
Вон Димасик же
Не
есть.
знаю сейчас.
То есть?
Дима 73, который.
Не-не-не, нахуй его не надо.
А чё ты?
Нахуй он нужен? Долбоеб этот чуваки. Славно нахуй кикнули.
Какого?
Чё за Дима
А,
73?
он в ауре был?
Да. Короче, нет, он был в ауре. Потом он вышел, короче, с клана. Потом обратно зашел, короче. И мы сегодня с Байрамом сидим, короче, играем. И он заходит, короче, в Дискорд. И Байрам такой говорит, а чё, говорит, ты, говорит, с клана, говорит, выходишь, блядь, заходишь, говорит. Знаешь, что малой Байраму говорит? А я, говорит, из клана, я, говорит, клан сказал, говорит, получше, говорит, клан сказал. Байраму говорит, прикинь.
Серьезно?
Да, блядь.
Какой жанр?
Байраму говорит, ну ладно, говорит, иди, говорит, дальше ищи.
Чё ты, Егор, иди в Айру? Чё ты заебал?
Нет.
А чё?
Он брат. Я Димаса не брошу.
А он все нашел с игры, блядь.
Ну, здорово.
Эх ты шлюха, бля.
Он его,
Вот именно,
кажется,
что мне.
забанил, кажется, это в Дискорде в ауре. Байрам.
А, этого малого?
Да. Прикинь, Байрам, такой хуйня, говорит, я, говорит, клан сказал, говорит, получше, говорит, просто, говорит,
Мгм.
Че ему не нравилось? Все плюшки есть, все есть, блядь, 100-й уровень. Или какой там у вас?
19-й, почти 20-й уже.
М,
Скоро будет красным гореть, видишь, такое. Аура, бля, будет гореть, нахуй. Чуть-чуть осталось, там 10 лямов. 10 лямов опыта осталось, это пизда. Пиздец, нахуй. Пиздец, что Байрам, блядь, бля, кишку не село от смеха, блядь.
И так-то да.
Это пиздец, нахуй. Не, вообще, знаешь, в чем прикол? С нами еще, да, Тушки не было, когда Руса еще с нами не было, он никогда не зашел. Пушкин тоже выходил с клана Таура. Но он как, короче, выходил? Он Байраму, короче, сказал то, что я с клана выйду, я там к пацанам зайду в этот в клан, типа, ну там пацаны от первого лица играют. Я, короче, к ним пойду, короче, мы там пачкой, короче, играем, и этот, я потом вернусь. Байрам ему сказал, хорошо. А этот, короче, за Тушкой, короче, повторил, короче, похуй сам, короче, вышел, зашел, короче, понял? Пиздец, блядь, без Байрама сидим, угораем, нахуй.
Ну, умеешь то, что хорошо, что когда с кланом выходишь, очки не отбираются.
Но
Если бы отбиралось, это пизда бы как хуёво было.
с нами летит, с нами 2 пачки, нахуй.
Да не, побольше.
Давай в ангары, нахуй.
Ну, забирайте. А вот этот домик.
Я дальний ангар, тройку заберу.
Ой, тоже, блядь, забирай подальше. Ебаная крыша, блядь.
С 0 оружия.
Тут на пятерках дохуя ганат. Четверку скину, забирай. У нас в ангаре есть, да? Нету в ангаре?
Нет, в ангаре не слышу, а вот в домике слышу.
Есть домик, есть.
Телефон имеется.
Умеешь такой моли кидать? Загорелся.
Качковый.
Аккуратно, ты один.
Пошел нахуй.
Там на улице каленый, Егор, видишь его?
Нет, не вижу. Метку дай.
Ко мне заходит.
Его нокнули. У тебя на этаже нету?
Нахера?
Да, хилится.
Прибежал кто-то. Убили?
Не. Он кого-то убил. Тут под забором у нас.
Где? А, да ты че?
Под забором.
Как эти два долбоеба меня убили, я не знаю.
Нокнул под забором. Где?
Да, это далеко.
Другой склад?
Угу. Под нами убили?
Я нокнул его, да?
Да.
What the fuck? What the fuck, сукин сын, где ты, блядь?
Лежит. Нокнул.
Да я в рот ебало, они не выйдут. Видели за это?
Не-не-не, не ходят.
Куда мы его полз?
Да.
Что, блядь? Надо слезть. Пушит. Смотрите. А, на тройке поднимает он. Поднять надо, ребят. Кому-то спрыгнуть.
Ну, выйдешь.
Мой дотек. Не поднял.
Долбоёб, нахуй.
Хорош.
Хорош.
В доме он на второй этаж бегал.
Да
Вот
ёлка
первый.
твою. Где это?
На улице.
Спустись, пидорас, бля, нахуй.
Тут в море.
Все?
Ну этот с разотки.
Что все значит? Че, бля, все, сдохли, да? Так, ебаные.
Пятерки нужны, блядь. Нихуя нет.
Че
Не-
тогда? Подскинул.
Ну, все нужно. Пятерки, семерки, аптечки.
Вот еще
Ну.
телефон возьмите.
Хуёся. Ну, нихуя даже прицела нету, блядь, ёбаный рот коллиматора, блядь, нахуй. Я их так ебашу, блядь. Кучмаки ебаные, блядь.
Он что-то орал, Ваньки, да?
Да непонятно, что. Чё.
Ебать мы их зачистили, да, здесь?
Слушай, ну месяц.
Опа, вижу людей.
Да-да-да, туда падает.
Тачка едет.
Тачка едет. Ага.
Вас по дороге. Идите.
Вижу, вижу.
Хорош.
Что?
Вот принес что.
Зема здоров. Восьмерка у него лежит. Видишь, Вань?
Угу. Не, шестерки. Выбирай.
Мне не надо.
Шестерку надо первый?
Нет, мне коллиматор нужен, какой шестерка, блядь.
О, в трупе возьми.
Аптечки, коллиматор,
А где тачка?
блядь.
Тут волочь.
Что там, чел?
Вон тачка. Нет.
На метке.
А, да-да-да. Кто-то бегает.
На желтый да чел бегал. Но он ушел влево, куда-то уходил.
Пойдем за тачкой. Бородатая женщина.
Ой, бля, куда побежал?
Раскида вообще ноль. Ноль. От слова ноль. Знаешь, такое ноль, блядь, ноль. Такой
У меня
круглый,
5
блядь.
дымов нахуй, 5 дымов, один молик и одна слепа.
Не, с маками надо делиться, братан.
5 дымов нахуй, чё там? Надо найти кого-нибудь, отпиздить и забрать с ним все.
Погоди, а у кого этот компенс на снайпе?
У меня.
Отдашь
Нет.
А да,
мне? На миньку отдашь.
Ну да. Наверное.
Я тебе этот глушак, только не МВ свой обычный.
А, мне М24 же. Но мне ничего не надо на него.
у вас сколько убийств?
У меня 1-2.
У тебя вроде
Четыре.
сколько? 4?
Мгм.
Ой, я, блядь. У меня 3-1. Это получается, мы 2 склада нахуй заебашили, да?
Ну да.
Ебать нахуй. Всех зарезали там, заебашили. Давай с кем остановимся, я аптечку хотя бы возьму.
Кашка у меня 25 минут
Да,
только. и
я
всё.
сюда еду. Дай компенс.
Сейчас подлутаюсь, потому что
Ой.
потом тут хуй залутаешь че. После вас, блядь, скину.
Дай как... Пацаны, дай, бля.
Чё так много этих канистр?
Не
Ага,
знаю.
бля. Ты хуй найдешь, ты да хуя, бля.
Чё у меня одна аптечка, я ж там брал внизу. Или я не... Ёп, мать.
Хуй ты брал, нахуй.
Оставь.
Куда, Вань, куда бежишь? Куда бежишь, Вань?
Да мне бинтов хватит. Дайте смоки, киньте, ребят.
Глушак
Какой глушак?
был когда-то.
На, смоки даю.
Давай, раскину.
На, еще вот такую возьми.
За 6 смоков, нахуй.
Надо ехать дальше. Зона уебнула в жопу.
Да, поехали.
Да.
Чайная майна.
Чайна-таун.
Давай, ну, кажется... Блядь. Я почему пивом заберешь?
Не, у меня
Ну,
есть, спасибо.
Нет, сразу в космодром поехали сразу в космодром. Нормальная идея, да, бля?
Нормально делай, да, сразу?
Да, нормально дело, нормально будет. Ебать сразу в космодром лишь нахуй. Там Берден кто-то вызвал, видел впереди?
Да,
Мгм.
это разве бардак?
Либо бардак, либо дроп.
За дроп.
Не, это дроп.
Дроп, да.
Ну, можно забрать нахуй его.
Упс. Слева люди.
На горе.
Тачкирую. Не, по дороге как будто тачкирую. Нет.
Никого нету.
Вон
А,
едет.
вижу.
Бля, мне показал, пока скорее
кого-то
всего...
сбил?
Топи, топи, топи.
На даче не потопишь, блин.
Угу. Поэтому бездорожь.
Где он?
Право, право, чуть, право. Право.
Сучонок. Он здесь остановится. What the fuck? Да- Ебать, он мне
Ебать,
сразу... Он мне сразу в голову дал.
Жопа твоя горит!
Его?
Вот.
Ебать.
Это...
А, не, это пиздобол, 48 уровень, смотри. Он сразу в голову дает. Там все, блядь, смотри, какие.
Ваня даже ничего не успел сделать, чтобы понял.
Ага. А там все такие, смотри, пидорасы, блядь. Гандоны, блядь. Этот вышел, блядь, за угла, видел, как тра-тра-тра, пиздец. Даже присесть не успел, он все, блядь, меня залетело. А есть как тебе, конечно, пиздец прилетело, да?
Она прям мне в эту в пяточку такая, хоп, сюда. И этот понял, хаешка пролетела сквозь твой смог. О, этот. Скажи мне, диск. Молик.
А, да, он, кстати, этот, пиздец он. Ломолик вроде наступил, блядь, а ему похуй. Ой, блядь. А ему было похуй. Видел, да? Хотя мы когда заезжали, я по нему сколько попадал, он даже не пилился, он просто в гейт может кидать. Все, давай стадион. Отсюда начнем. Наружу. Или на Бейли полетим. Когда сразу. И пока не давал стадион, да, оттуда улететь легче, блядь. Вот тут нет?
Мгм.
Бродяга тут? Хотел, по-любому. Пиздец сейчас.
Опять туда же?
Стадион, да.
Отлично. Будет весело.
Я уже вижу Читака 3, просто жопой чувствую их. Я не знаю, как это работает, но я чувствую их, бля.
Жопа прям, да ты.
Жопой прям, бля.
Да ну ты нахуй, блядь. Не попал ему, блядь.
Смотрите, сколько складов упало, а они все на нас почему-то. Это как
Мгм.
работает, нахуй? Просто
Работает.
4 склада в одну точку упало. Убивают нас первыми, блядь.
Как это работает это?
Это так работает.
Ну, я кулаками 58 ему нанесу. Нормально.
Угу.
Ну, антивахерс есть.
Ага.
Антоха.
Позови его, я буду пока.
Зову. Не хочет. Да и оперный театр, а нормальные карты есть, нет? Где Иранли?
Давай сюда. Тут Игорь. Постоянно, блядь, куда-то дрочить бегают, нахуй, дрочить, блядь. В охуе. Постоянно дрочат, постоянно, блядь. Отключаться надо. Оу!
Володя.
Да, блядь, постоянно кто-то в ска, блядь. Это хуйня полная, блядь. Собрались играть, надо играть.
Прикинь.
Два
Сюда.
сквада.
Какой два? Там 3 сквада падает.
Пошли, здесь лутаем и ебашим туда. Убивать.
Сейчас. Ты нашел с чем воевать?
Ну да.
Ништяк к тебе.
Где я, ёб твою мать?
Угу. Я вот твой сейчас отойду.
Надо идти уже, но
Иду. Перок нету ни хера.
Что еще люди, блядь, стреляют где-то.
Уже видишь?
Да, они у меня есть купи долбоебы.
Не-не-не, это Ванька.
Я бы нагло мотоцикл спиздил у них.
О, бусинка с нами.
они не воюют уже.
А, это они?
Похуй знает. Вроде да.
Мне
Может и
один
нет.
чел с говном играет.
Да мне похуй, я тоже с говном играю. Хорошо.
Ага.
Убил их.
Добивай.
Не, я убил.
Там,
Вот.
Там где-то он с кем-то воевал еще.
Разве?
Да,
А, вижу.
целил кого-то.
Вижу.
Метку, да?
Я убил. Здесь уже.
Же у меня в упоре.
В упоре есть?
На Мерси петух с нами этот.
Здесь за этой хуйней фуловый.
А у меня в упоре где-то.
Убивай.
Я не вижу, он спрятался.
Янок.
Твою метку.
У меня в упоре.
Погоди, не вижу, не слышу.
Он в ангаре. Видишь его за КамАЗами?
Нет.
Хорош.
Теркина.
Я этот ключ нашел.
Отлично. Теркина.
Там дохуя трупов надо идти лутать.
Что есть?
Уйди.
Начал перезаряд. Ох, сука. Он туда ушел. Вот туда ушел. А он к краю ушел.
Да-да-да,
Есть
я
еще
видел.
один выход, видишь его? Вот тут он. Смоки накинь.
Отходи, отходи, Игорь.
Хорошо. Он справа такая. На еще смоки.
Нету. Дай звук дай, дай звук.
Еще смог скинул. Он сейчас выйдет. Он видит. Вот тут. Вот он залез. Хорош лучше.
Конечно, говорю, дай звук. Мне похуй, что он видит.
Да он сквозь смог херачит, так что забей. Помнишь этот номер синий? Помнишь? Эту.
Чего помнишь?
Номер си этот.
А, ну.
Вот он с нами в катке. Он же теперь YouTube.
А, похуй на него тоже. На всех похуй просто. Компенс.
Мразь. Да мне надо пятерки.
Откройте карту, посмотрите, что я делаю.
Где, блядь, лодку нашел, блядь, карту.
Хуя ты, блядь.
Я к вам еду, нахуй.
А, точно, ты же доедешь, да?
Да.
Пошли лутать, я тут не лутал большие ангары толком.
Я тоже ничего не полутал, я просто сразу с тобой побежал.
Так, у меня ключик есть. Где тут открывать? Есть инфа?
Да. Тут где-то. Бля, погоди.
Идем.
Не, нету инфы теперь. Я не помню. Говорю, Вань, пятерки надо.
Ну, мне тоже, мне 140.
Мимо пятерок бегает, понял?
Заметил.
А так вот, друзей мы и теряем.
Пошел нахуй.
Да-да-да, вот он так и сказал. А еще ручка нужна.
Вон
Красная
вертикалка.
Вертикалка, без разницы.
Тут на метке вертикалка его. Да, тут же где-то открывается, нет?
Да, где-то рядом есть.
Или нет?
Да.
Так, да, а где, да?
А вот тут где-то, вот тут или вот тут.
Разве?
У вас там тоже лодка же есть, да?
У нас точка есть, да.
Там мозг где-то.
Ты чё, зачем до нас едешь? Залутайся гоним.
Окей.
Да, мы тут выжили, короче.
А вот сюда куда-нибудь паркуйся. А, ну,
Не, надо ключик посмотри, не?
и езжай прямо по дороге, он будет с левой стороны. Я просто не помню, какая из этих деревень, ну, этих деревушек. О, тачка.
Наверху, нет?
Сколько компенсов, блядь, или шестерок, нахуй, или ебать.
Здорово, здорово. Спасибо, Олег. От души, брат. Короче, хуй его знает, где-нибудь откроем. По берегу бы ехал, здесь бы открыли, блядь, где-то. Вот здесь, да? Или где? А, нет, тут нету, тут точно нет. Переезжай сразу, мост.
А, вот как раз вы ко мне едете.
Сюда поехали. Заберем первого и поедем туда. На мою метку.
Там есть, да?
Да, точно. Тут никого нету. Что, сюда никто не прыгал?
Ну, это
Все
походу.
открыто. Или нет, все закрыто. Нет,
А,
всё
все открыто, да. Залетай в тачку жесть, бля.
Да, на горе у нас есть ключик,
Лучше в троечку, нет?
Потом, если там, ну вот на тройке вот здесь. Если что,
Да,
шар, дерево. Если что, шар вызовем, оттуда улетим.
Да. Дай руль, слезь с руля. Каш.
Вон, дымы нужны вам, я дымы скинул. Слепой
Нет.
дым. Это уже 4 пистолета, блядь.
Нормально.
Открыто.
Угу.
Все открыто. Шарик оставили.
Шарик, ага. Тот шарик откуда оставили,
Ага.
спасибо, блядь.
Пятерки не трогай. Че, летим?
Кого тут пятерок жопой жуй?
Не трогай мои пятерки, это я скинул.
Нет, я заберу сейчас все пятерки.
Мы вот сюда упадем на тройку, там вторая комната.
Летит. Глайдер летит, ага.
Нахуй на него.
То есть...
Вы резко все замолчали или вы и так молчали?
Привет. Да,
Привет.
нет.
Здрасте. Мы молчали.
Еще раз, надеюсь, привет. Мы слушали
Теперь
кто-то.
взаимное молчание.
А нет, там глайдер летел.
Играть будешь? Идешь?
Угу.
А, сейчас мы доиграем, у нас 39 человек осталось.
36.
Вторая фаза, 39 человек осталось.
О, тройку давай, да? Там же есть этот.
Блять, я думал, место. Включите стрим, а то у меня стрим не работает.
А у Ваньки на ютубе.
Ладно, так, посижу.
Нет, включите стрим.
Пафос ютуб включи.
Давай вот здесь.
Не, мы на ключик падаем.
А, на ключик, давай.
Может так и не вскрыли.
Сейчас скроем. Или нам сейчас черепушки скроют там.
Там лодка обычно спамится еще.
Ага.
Зачем зона туда будет прокать?
Да, вряд ли.
Да, она туда тянет, не?
Один
принципе,
раз
равно.
за 7 лет.
Там есть люди?
В смысле? Мы втроем летели, откуда с нами люди?
А, на том берегу.
Да, с нами есть.
Я-
Вот на желтой бежит,
Бля, бейте его. Стреляй быстрее.
Егор, а ВД возьми, ты нокался.
Погоди. Тут где-то есть люди.
Я Вик взял. Ай, Вик. Да, бегают на метке. Еще люди летят.
Главное, чтоб не к нам.
Я на горочку сейчас пойду быстренько. Он ходит, боится. Люди упали тут двое. Перед нами. На тот
Трое.
берег. Трое, да. Не, из меня корякист, конечно. Такое себе. На. Не нокает. Авик. Они там везде, они как муравьи, знаешь, муравейники.
На нахуй.
Я не знаю, кого стрелять.
А чё?
Можешь переплыть пока, а? Под шумок.
Вообще надо, да.
На тачке приехали.
Глайдер летит.
Да твою ж. Тараканы он бегает. Нок.
Где она? Желтая?
Не. На моей метке доел.
Поплыли на ту сторону. Причем слева.
Здорово, псих.
Не, нам влево.
Да, лево, да. Я в курсе. А, я 10 патронов куда-то выслил.
Видишь, ты коряк или что там было?
10 патронов в одно убийство, бля. Да не, мне не хватит. Все, 10 киллов, короче, делаю. 10 патронов.
Контролер, блядь. На синий упали. Парашют.
Блять!
9.
Вань, ты сейчас дотянешь 40 секунд.
10, 8 киллов осталось. По мне кто-то хреначит еще.
Оказывается, тут дропы были в воде.
Серьезно? Плывет
Да,
лутать
слева.
чекай.
В смысле, я в зону плыву, нахрен они мне нужны?
Ага.
Вот.
Вот. Живешь?
Да.
Тачка едет. Говорю, скорее всего, к тебе будут. Первого слышали, они его хотят. Его хотят. Да. Не первый у тебя сзади. 325.
Знаю.
Вот. Его башка пробил. Там их двое максимум.
Я видел их.
Ну.
О,
Ты доел?
минуснуло обоих, да,
Хорош.
Смог мне голову снять. А, у меня ШВДшка, сорян.
Не поднимайся.
А я уже начал.
Вот. У нас спереди люди. Да, пушат нас.
Нас?
Да. Другие. Бля, они весь раскид
Мгм.
выкинули. Что?
Пошел ты нахер, блядь. Гандон китайский, вот он. Убегает.
Он меня нокает через этот.
Они это пиздоболы, блядь.
Я не понимаю.
Чистые натуральные пиздоболы.
Ну, фиг с ним.
Еще ублюдки вот эти с той стороны. Тварь. Нет, ну по нему, он же конкретно, блядь, бежит по горке, они, сука, по мне стреляют. Выродки странные. Подкири сидит дома спишь.
Так, пацки на моцках я свалил.
Куда? Давай, куда ты свалил, блядь?
А если это
Господи.
получится, то может позже заскочу. А у меня
Начинается.
Не говори.
Я там пошел суету навел у Тушкана. Они там все так с туром играют. Куда летим? Чат. Девочки, вы тут? Иваныч,
Ау.
ты тут что ничего не агаришь?
Эй, зачем я буду говорить? Давай сюда лучше, ну дальше.
Не-не-не, ну
Там 3% то, что ты говоришь.
мы сегодня с этим вдвоем закрывали весь этот.
Ну,
Большой
вот
угол.
эти, это 3% будет.
Да, не, ты что за...
Я тебе серьезно
сколько
говорю?
людей нету?
Есть, как это нет. Вот они первее падают на единицу. Да, там.
Так, ладно. Давай на твою.
Не трогай его, Нормальный ган нужен, нету гана. Так, нету, да, гана? Окей, а есть. Я пошел. Пошел умирать.
На сине есть?
Есть,
Да-да-да.
конечно. Ну,
Трое
да.
там.
Ты внизу нокнул?
Да.
Где-то еще чипедрик у них есть.
Мгм.
Или АВД было.
Да, да.
Я хз.
Да что, блядь, происходит?
А?
Так, ганы меняются как. Так,
На вышке- ой, на этой
на
хуйне.
вышке двое. У нас
щас
справа
я
есть,
посмотрю.
здесь есть, на нашей метке.
Лечится один.
Трехочковый, блядь. Нет, не трех. Не легли там, да?
Мгм.
На вышке.
Да, лежат они. Двое. Ну, в смысле, не нокнутые, просто лежат.
А один
Ну, я
справа, один
вижу.
вышел.
Да, да, да.
Влево ушел.
А, влево ушел? Понял.
Да, да.
Принял. Вот. А здесь? Нет? Надо слезть отсюда. Куда он делся?
Не
Правда.
знаю.
Чем такие пассивные? А, они там пушатся тоже?
Блять. Вот он крыса, блять, а. Бежит ко мне, что будет? Нет.
Так, ладно.
Блять, пидорас.
Где он там? Там же?
Да.
Синий он.
На синей он там стоит.
Угу.
То есть забола, блядь. Смотри,
Ой, а ты что не сказал,
да.
что он здесь-то?
А он знает, что ты здесь бежишь уже. Это. Ваня, соберись.
Зачем?
Просто для прикола. Надюш, как тебе моя прическа? падаем.
Полетим куда-нибудь?
Да? Да, лучше на эту сторону. Почти никого с нами нету.
Почти никого, да.
Да, почти никого нету.
Всего лишь сквада 4, блядь.
Это не больше.
Я об антенну ударился. Об антенну, понял? Всё. Я замкнула нахуй.
Вроде столько народу падало. Но кто смотришь, никого нахуй нету.
Все засели. Опа! А ты кто, миленький? Здесь есть.
Да, здесь тоже.
Блять, ну как? Как так промазал? Подожди, миленький, сейчас точку 7. У меня нормального гана нет, у меня берста, блять. Не было там ничего?
А-а. Ты ж собака, блядь, а?
Туда перебежал. Здесь с хитом. Конченый. Не хочу я так жить. Не хочу. Так. Школа подойдет, наверное. Четверка нужна кому? Угу.
На горе уже.
Вот и школа, блядь.
У меня каски даже нет.
Чувствую.
Он же
Кидает
заебал.
Черт, гранаты закидаешь. Так,
Его нокнули. Чего,
ага,
блядь?
вот здесь вот.
Мужик с грозой тебе чего, блядь, бегает?
Э,
Мы в жопе, да?
Мгм. Тут панцирь есть, если что. Я просто не умею стрелять его.
Угу. Ну пускай там пока будет. На пуш можно будет. Нокнул. А это ты его? Мы вдвоем ему
не,
ебали. блядь.
я его щелкнул.
Я туда же выстрелил. У меня медицины 0, ребят. 3 бинта. Ты кого убил?
Ой!
Я понял кого.
Тут смотри, он сразу сдох. Вот здесь вот.
Да, они меня напрягают просто. Так, мы не в центре? Могли бы сидеть, конечно, до конца, блядь, пока на звездочка не сомкнется.
Может, двинемся куда-нибудь вот
Да,
сюда?
я тоже самое.
Не-не-не-не-не-не, не стоит, не стоит. Нас горы закроют. Нам гора не даст, нам гора не даст.
Сейчас мы проверим это. Я уже вон где.
Хорош.
Я просто с одним бинтом не хочу сидеть. То есть,
Э,
Теперь у меня 6 бинтов. Уже можно сидеть.
ага.
Вообще
Вот тоже,
ничего
да.
нету.
Желтая метка, челик в доме, второй этаж.
Да, где-то тут бегает. Вижу наверху. Показалось? Здесь как будто. Да, показалось. Дерево, блядь. Я слышу слева людей. В упоре. На тебе, на тебя иду. А, ну слева, да. На метке он за забором лежит. Все, умница. Поднять, поднять. Видишь их? Эва?
Да ну, блядь. И вот этот уебок здесь и так же. Ну зачем туда бежите? Ну, зачем?
Их убивают.
Да и зачем пускай их убивают?
Поднять.
Подожди меня. Хаешка.
Там щит.
Поднимешь? А, нет, тут что другие.
Конечно, туда.
Блять.
Этот хуй с этой хуйней там и сидел, да? Ладно, я перекурить. Иду успех сходить.
Я пойду пока кофе сделаю.
окном девочка в бежевом платьице. Я возбежу, на тебя буду тратиться. Буду любить тебя сильно и искренне. Смотрю в глаза, а из глаз летят искорки.
За окном ясно, в бежевом платьице. Я возбежу, на меня будешь тратиться. Будешь любить меня сильно и искренне. Смотришь в глаза, а из глаз летят искорки.
Город у нас сегодня подобрал погоду. Выгляни в оконце. Давай скорее сбежим с тобой на природу. Загорать на солнце.
Ты возьмешь за руку меня так крепко. Выйди из подъезда. Позовешь бежать с тобой.
Мне кажется, мы отвлеклись от Турика. ПБшки вон у нас остались в полном составе.
Они уже все расплитывались, они уже все читают, а Дос красавчик смело играет.
Угу.
Но Фейс тоже понимают, что они фулл составом.
Ну тут, да, 50 на 50 шанс.
Ну чё, тут у ребят Т3, у Спайра, считай, фулл он одетый. У Ферсика пулик плюс жилет 3.
Угу.
К черту Турик, осуждаем залы девочек. Какой-то ты не настоящий пабгер.
Ну реально.
Ну вот, стилист, я сейчас, ну, понимаю свой вес, да, что я к 30 годам начал весить больше. Но я вообще ни капли, ну, типа, не жалею об этом. Наоборот, более, ну, плотнее. Вес я свой хорошо чувствую. Типа, где-то повиснуть.
Да не, когда слишком худой, мне кажется, тоже не очень.
Но я же не худой. А вот в Таиланде я сильно худой был?
Нет.
Ну, просто говорила, что я очень схуднул. Но я тут засушился, типа. Просто пузико чуть ушло и все. Животик им нравится больше? Но я стилист, если честно, я не знаю, я, может, раз в месяц пресс качаю. И то,
Ты же
когда...
говорил, будешь чаще.
И то,
Фёрстик взрывает. Фёрстик взрывает. Но, подожди. А что за хае?
Вот это было важно.
Это очень важно было. Густав, смотри, как там еще бегает. Ой, хорошая. На Долстом, третий ног, да, у него уже, блядь?
Второй.
Здесь он вытекает быстрее.
Ну, там второй, третий же одинаково.
Phil First might be able to get down more than one player if he's lucky, but he has to be lucky first.
Ну, Джимс, конечно, мне кажется, из-за страха просто перестрелял, я не знаю. Он с МКшкой бежал, потом СКУК вытащил, еще и с АУГа перестрелять успел. Или что у него там было? О! Блять, фу, блять. Очень близко было. 820 дэмэджа у Спайра.
Ну, теперь как будто все нормально стало.
Ну, да, да. Мне кажется, фейзы застоялись уже тут. Им надо что-то было делать, когда Густав живой был.
Ну, им на тропинку надо спускать 100%.
Ну, смотри, они ферстика душат. Ну тут...
Ферсик с пулеметом, куда там его душить?
Ну... Джеймса нокнули. Ой, блядь, Андрюха, не-не-не.
Но они все далеко.
Он резнит сейчас одного точно резнит?
Одного резнит, да. Сейчас очень важная граната будет. И
Мегу скинул. Андрюха не подходит. Хаешка важная. Если ай нокнет, будет заебись. Не, ай нокнет. Или...
Не.
Он еще и Джимса поднимет сейчас. Все очень хуево. Да, или... Блядь!
Куда ж так прыжок?
Ну, хорошо.
Найс.
Хилится.
Все, по-хорошему ГГшечка.
Блядь! Фух.
ГГ.
Такое ощущение, что он в голову, да, первый попал, но засчитал вроде в тело, что-то такое, блядь.
Нет, там минус 28, или минус 20 с чем-то, короче.
Сколько? 20 плюс, да, там? У ББшек уже. С первой.
23.
Это вообще сказка какая-то, блядь. 23, но это очень хорошо. У фейзов, кстати, 20-ка тоже там. 19 у них. Валидольный финиш. Повезло, что Спайра не нокнулся в конце. Вот Спайра очень важный был. Бестович тут очень много сделал. Прикрыл очень хорошо. Если бы Бестович не прикрыл, я думаю, ГГ бы было. Сейчас бы нокнули Спайра, Джимса подняли и втроем просто Андрюху загасили бы. Андрюха очень важно прикрыл. Это что такое?
Это еще прошлая стадия.
Понял. Так, давай ставочку к ним. Ставочка. Мирамар. Так, первую я выиграл, надо уверенно и вторую поставить. Правильно? Правильно.
Push this, I'll be expensive to
some degree, but then again, it's a Panzerfaust, and this could be so good. Oh my lord, he sees the first player, he wants to knock one and then obviously shoot at the other one. Nate falls down to his feet. Do they know where he is? No, they have no idea.
Oh, he needs to run forward. You're not going to get the med on. Go, 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 go. Launches late. Sees no one. Information. He just 3 and 4. There were 2 prime examples if it works. Well, remains. Did you see him? I don't think he saw him. He didn't. Oh, he did see him. In fact, slightly was a bit faster, which doesn't quite do it. Really tough. Sad. Small piece as well. Both these teams should have an element of great.
Well, now's the opportunity for a really good peek, and meanwhile, Xen goes down. I think that was his option, but actually get a double. First one goes down, though. Squalister peek around the corner. Good shot. Second. What are you doing? In goes down one by one, and he's just secured himself a triple kill.
Game 1 did not disappoint in the rotations grand final. There's a lot to break down, but let's kick things off with the early game. Well, Eternal Fire really showed us what they wanted to bring, not just with the first knock and confirm, but they actually pushed forward. They were eager to get rid of WLA, but that is a big statement when it comes down to a final.
Yeah, especially considering that you have to get those placement points and not only the kill points like we stated earlier. You still have to get more points on the board though. We Live Again and Eternal Fire only with 3 or 0 points respectively. And we saw 2 teams racking up those kills and placement points in FaZe and BB team with 13 kills each, which, well, is kind of odd for me, because normally you see at least one team going for the kills and popping up, but 2 teams with the same amount of kills, especially with double digits, that's quite rare.
I'm part of that smash rule because we're looking for not just kills, we're looking for winner chicken dinners. Now we need to get ourselves to 100 points first before we even start talking about winner chicken dinners, but you are still getting yourself 10 points every time you win. So with a 23-point game for BB team, that is all good. But we'll come to leaderboard shortly. I want to talk that mid-game piece because the zone shifted down. It didn't quite go the way for everyone. But there were some really interesting plays. VP, I think, was the first one I break down. They opted to come from a kind of, they're pushing up towards the center, they're pushing up that road from the crossroad. The zone shifted back down. They retracted all players back down, but they then went for a 2-2 split, and Bumble Squad took massive advantage of that. They came crashing down, and Crossgrove, well, obviously, he survived that for quite some time. Do you think VP potentially will make the same mistake again because they only backed themselves 2 points?
Hopefully not for VP. I still think FaZe had a better idea though, so you have to watch out what the other teams do, and of course how you can predict how the circle shifts, because FaZe had the right idea with that compound, the whole slightly above the Italian from BB team. So they had the right idea to go for that spot. They knew, all right, it could be this ending, and from that point on, they could play like they wanted. And there it is, the leaderboard. BB team was 23 in the lead, followed by FaZe Clan. As I said earlier, both teams reckon those kills and placement points. And on rank number 3, today, lucky day, 10 points for Ascend with the first match, followed by Bumble Squad, which, like you said, did hold up in that little dip there, quite close to FaZe, but unfortunately it didn't take them long enough to survive. And Hokkaido with the same placement points, points in general. And then we have Navi and Lil W with each 5, and Sakura-sen then with 4 in the top half of the leaderboard.
It's a good game. It's our first game, though. Guess what? We got more to come, people, because it is time. That's a good stand-in. I obviously like what we see with the team Ascends, we see with the FaZe Clan's BB team, obviously, are really striking, I suppose, the fear. But it's time, really, to get going. It's game number 2. We do have another wonderful mirror mark for grabs, but this flight path is shocking. We have a south-southwest down to a southeast, giving us our island potential, but it means teams are going to have to extend that. It means teams are going to have to try and grab the cars, move into other positions, potentially to try and claim themselves the drop spots. So don't be too surprised for an early fight here. Don't be too surprised for teams grasping for the hard spawn vehicles. But this is game number 2. It's the grand finals rotation.
Прощаются, когда туда отправляют.
Yeah, interesting though, you can see that most teams are going for, well, interesting in a sense. Most teams are going for the north spots. Nobody is going for the northern stuff. Well, FaZe might be going, and we might have a clash with BB team there. Well, Footballers is going for Puerto Paraíso, Ascent going for Valdemar. The first team with the chance to jump out. Chumasaro being played by Bumble Squad, and we have BBL with Lyron quite close there. As you can see right here in the spot, Sakura and then quite close to BBL as well. So Seifu just being lucky that he's able to get a car there and steal it away from Smash.
Steal it away. Spartak takes the bike, he goes further down. Everyone's fighting for vehicles now, but this is a fight. WLA and Haikido, well, they find themselves in the zone now. It's not too much a rush. There comes the Vector. Anybody's instant push forward. Now, that's not a bad gun to the bike, but the Unhawk Stone is going to pack a punch. Takes the opportunity to go back for that lid. That might be a difference here. So he'll whip the shots round. The store 1 versus 1. The cover is not going to be here. It's a difficult compound in the junkyard to fight Willy. Well, the beast from the NA, he's going to eager to try and pick apart, but anybody's, well, he's looking for a vest. He's trying to find anything he can. But you've got to remember, the information is being told. You can hear when someone on the sand is pushing further away from you.
Yeah, Willy trying to get away from the compound as well. Anybody's with luck finds a bike and therefore is able to get away from that compound as well as from the remaining players of Hokkaido. As you can see, Xerath also going slightly for the info there. Well, the circle has shifted to the center of the zone, and of course this leaves us again with a good position for Twisted Minds in this case, with that spot on the power grid.
Батулина на гору нахуй.
The power grid will be a strong. We know these guys loot here. We know FaZe Clan, BB team, and that south. We can see on the map. That's kind of normal, guys. Footy Sports normal drop zone. NC, I'd say actually, he's playing a bit of a cheeky devil. NC, he's up there by Code Marco. He's having a look in towards Quizzy. He's a little bit further up. It's normally Quizzy that plays that higher ground piece anyway. So a couple of lonely rangers, should we say? But for most part, everyone is in that normal drop zone. Everyone is in a normal piece as well. So I'd expect a slower start again. This is the Miramar. We'll see, I think, teams like our Mercy game, they're already wrapping up towards the north. That's good to see as well. But we do have a big question. A lot of these south teams need to move in. The Ascend need to try and come in that northwest corner. Hypebeast, well, they're going to play in. They do have the opportunity to try and hold out, but it's just too early. We're game number 2 at the moment. We're in Miramar. You've got to try and play for in-game. But this is where I think Smash will change. We're looking at a Smash rule. Let's say Ascend in that 100 points and you're Hypebeast. I think that's where we're going to see the little nuances, the little changes, the little tweaks to gameplay, should we say, as teams might try and hold others out. Well, talk about holding out. Inty's going to try and make the push. He's definitely holding out here. He's even making a full push towards VP Quizzy.
Hopefully for him, he's able to spot him, and he does. First spray coming out, and he gets a knock, and therefore Quizzy is down for the count. VP, in this case, loses the first player of the match, while we can see that Navi's going for the rotation already. Trying to get in the circle behind Ruin, who's, well, split from his team from Eternal Fire, as well as Lil W right here in the screen. They are pushing behind Mercy Gaming, or between Mercy Gaming, because the other two are still stuck there, waiting for their chance to get out from that blasted sandstorm and somehow to their teammates, who can see already in the screen as well. Center of the zone is still played by Twisted Minds. Bartolin's quite close to Lou. Both taking a position above San Martin. And as we can see, Pewt trying to get into the plane crash site. And it looks like Mercy Gaming might be able to get that spot. And Lil W decides to go for different rotation.
It's difficult. I think PWD had those cars, and I think if the sandstorm wasn't there, we might see Mercy Gaming maybe collapse in on Lol W, because I know they're on an early rotation, and no one's going to be up here. It's all going to be path rotation. Arguably, there's intel being gathered. They know there's a team wrapping around above them as well. Sandstorm, well, it's going to continue to whip down this sort of south to southwest side. It's going to go across Bumble Squad. That might even give them the blessing and pass Hitman, which we know is a big hitter for Securus Sensing anyway. They need to climb their way up. Currently sitting in 8th place. Obviously, we've got that live leaderboard on the left side, so don't be blessed as we all die. These guys tend to run so quickly. It's so good to see here, but you know, we'll have a little look back. I think he's knowing that he hasn't got the team around him. I think at this stage it's just give the information out, give the intel out, and let move the chess pieces that remains of the other Securus Sensing team into a position to try and catch out this team.
And some way he has to get away there, at least he thinks so. Well, we can see the next kill. Matzi gets killed by Schiller. Schiller and Smash going for that position down here, and that's the two players which were heard earlier by Iman. Well, Kapi for the hype piece also tries to get into that fight right here. Iman now gets a knock against CCI next, and this leaves only Lyran on top of the hill trying to get to his teammates.
Oh, huge shots coming in. BB out, there you go. Move the chess pieces around. Sheila goes down. He-Man able to capitalize up. He knows the intel. He knows he moved away. But look at this. Bumble Squad's come in. We know the danger. Crossbow, well, he survived out. Now he's causing some huge problems now as he makes his way in. Molly right on top. He might even get a secondary himself now. And he gets a third. He works his way around. Lyron is down. Final player for BBL. Secure Sensor doing the hard work. And Bumble Squad stealing the thunder away. Can Smash fight his way out of this one? Can he get at least one of the reses? The more he moves, the more intel he'll give away.
Still, the smokes are there, and they can get a bit away from those guys. Crossberg, though, securing kill against Lyran, and therefore BBL down to 2, trying their best to at least get a retaliation kill and get away from there. But Kraskow finds Schiller. Molotov secures that kill, and only Smash now remains standing as the last player for BBL.
It's their last players, and really unfortunate. The Bumblebees, well, they packed a sting, and they're going to pull that one. Crossback and Crossguard, wow, insane. Those two pushing. Actually warrants them to pick up some early kills here for game number 2. 3 on the board now for them. Back to Flip. They're rotating their way in. They've come in from that sort of south to southeast corner. Fardo leading the charge slightly as he is on the bike. Now Cantera is the point, the furthest point we see for esports in the moment, because they are stretched across here. But they need to gather intel. They need to find out where these teams are. They need to sort of scout their way forward. On the other hand, talk about gathering intel. Well, Hype Beast, well, they're playing whack-a-mole. They're popping up and down and popping shots across. But it's the other side of the zone. This is over to the west. Again, this is about gathering intel. They would have heard all the commotion where Bumble Squad are. They're trying to just see if they can pick up anything where they are. And I wouldn't be too surprised. Get rid of the tyres. Get rid of the car tyres. Stop Bumble Squad being able to move quite quickly. It might benefit you a little bit later in the game.
Now, depending how much you can see from above there, because the warehouses there have good chances of hiding those blasted tyres. And of course, it's quite hard to hit them from above. Well, we can see Navi now in the picture, going for their rotation as well. Hectori still trying to figure out where to place his car so it's not visible from the side or from above. Diffix, on the other hand, has different trouble, because We Live Again is going for his hunt.
Here's the fix. Listen, Navi's player, right? We see it the whole way through. He's from the playoff stages. You see him when they practice scrims. You see him on May stage events as well. Navi like to play wide early game. They want the intel. If they get the intel, they can play really aggressive and really tight late game. So there's a bit of intel. It's taking a bit of punishment, and obviously from there, now pushing their way back into a position where they can hunker down and try and survive out. So let's see what they can do a little bit further afield. But for now, Diffix, Akatori, they are going to reposition their cars, keep it safe, and no Hokkaido's just neighbouring them a little bit further on the west.
Yeah, talking about info and intel from Navi, we have Saucet at the water treatment, we have Ferris at the truck stop, and the other two down there.
Oh no!
While James has some trouble because Ibitsa's Nate. Well, lucky for James, doesn't hit him, but he was spotted, and now Ibiza is in trouble because the rest of the FaZe team is coming in as well. And Eevee might need to retreat there. They all already lost Quiddy there. So Nixie, Lucerx, and Eevee are the only players left standing for Virtus.pro. And so far, they only have 2 points from the first match, and they need more.
Oh, did they not know they were here? Akatori pulls up and turns around. He's trying to bait some shots, I think. No shots are coming out. There goes the zone shift, goes to the south. Wouldn't be too surprised for Hakatori not to stop here. Maybe play away, but he's still scouting for some information. Aikido, they have discipline. Oh my god, more than me. I would have been raining shots out by now, but Hakatori, he's trying to draw it out of him, and there's the zone shift down towards Picardo. We go, Bumble Squad will go for a full send here. Ascend moves down towards the south, so they want to play the outside there. That's quite normal. Secure Sentinel, great 2-2 split. They're going to be happy where they are. Also, Twisted Minds, I wouldn't be surprised for them to hold a 2-2 a little bit now earlier on and scout the information. We've got to remember, everyone in that northwest corner has some real good high ground, and then the high ground on the other side, well, that's FaZe and VP. I think we're going to see a bit of a fight of two folds here. I think we see the fight for the high ground, and then eventually, maybe the teams that find themselves in the valley earlier might be the ones surviving out, though, for the late game.
The good old valley. It might be the spot you need. It might be the spot you loathe. In this case, it's Vuli trying to get away from Lil W there. First shot hits, second shot hits, and Vuli might be out for the count with the next hit. If it hits, and it does, Gedrox gets a kill in for Lil W and can confirm it as well. Therefore, Hokkaido loses their second play, unfortunately. After Dex now, it's Vuli down.
That's unfortunate. Gotta settle. When we see Aikido settle, they play so well. But for now, they don't look like they're in the rhythm of the dance just yet. Navi don't. They're in the rhythm of trying to defend against Lol W here. Hakutori's going to move his way back to the car. There might be a call just to move. Defix comes back as well. Lol W need to find their way in. It's difficult compound to rotate past if you have a crash and take it on. But it's phase two. We didn't really want to course. And actually, look at this. Ferris up on the high ground. Ferris can provide such great eyesight down towards these guys. Might argue to stop. They won't know that it's this Navi up here, but they'll be thinking, it's going to be a hard third party if someone's looking over us.
If somebody is looking over you like an angel, in this case, it could be Navi. Fresco right there in the fire station, waiting for his moment to get away. Well, we can see Gedrox waving to Fairist and maybe Honkin. I don't know. While Fairist says, all right, I'm not quite focused on the road, mate. What you driving? Because there might be stones on Miramar.
Yeah, the sandy dunes of Miramar is a difficult place to drive. Don't want to be going out early again. Oh, I didn't go quite out too early. Lost some bodies, though, let's be honest. And that's not what you want. Anybody's, well, he put a show on with the shotgun. He's put the show on. Hakatori, well, goes down, repositioned, looking for Diffix push, though. Then we do have, though, Ferris. Remember, he's on that high ground. He can see anybody's here, though. He's watching over the top. Ferris has to reposition himself. Blazer working his way in and around as the collapse now from the guys in the north section. Now we need to tighten themselves back up. Don't forget zone continues shift. Diffix playing peekaboo, looking to try and get the shots. Can't quite see any bodies though because of the railings. That's going to cause some issue. But look at Fate on the mini map. He's trying to reposition. If he can get away with it, he could cause some huge problems here for Navi if they all collapse in on Diffix.
Next shots might be coming in from BB team, focusing on FaZe there, and Ascend also going for the rotation. Well, BB says, all right, the south of the circle belongs to us. Like in Warcraft 3, all your base belong to us. If you remember, you remember. We live again. 1 kill so far, still waiting for Navi to draw closer. And both teams have to get more into the circle. And as you can see, Hoba still holding the graveyard, trying to protect it, because we can see
Хорош,
that
perfect.
the team of Hokkaido is there as well. Well, Perfect X gets in on big info.
Oh, the shot's going through. Perfectix gets Bogger, then go for a full send. They're trying to do the doozy through the sandstorm, but it doesn't work out this time. Yeah, looks like they are going to be able to claim one. Now, they are in the trench, they are in the dip. They need to defend themselves, and the danger is going to be from the high
Merci
side
в
if
жопу
Twisted
пришли.
Minds are able to work their way around. So Mercy Gaming down 1. On the other side, though, Jet Drops putting more kills on the board, and Na'Vi are falling apart down to 2. They've got to leave. They've got to find entry points somehow in towards this zone. And looks like Lol W looking firm. Well, outside edge of zone, which was the heart and soul a minute ago, Picardo Send will sort of sit themselves here. They'll be looking to try and move, but it's very dangerous, very difficult to move from here. You move too soon, you get caught in the back. You move too late, you get caught from the teams, because high side is on both. You're in Death Valley moving out Picardo this road.
And that might be the chance for Twisted Minds to gather some more points, because currently they are hard on the rocks right here, hiding in the high ground. And as you can see, Twisted Mind there with a chance against Mercy.
Painful.
Example saw that smoke, but he's not going for a nade there. So Mercy back on their feet with 3 players. And we could also see that the players from Sakura Senzen had 1 down, at least for the moment, but he's getting rest as well. So not much else they can spot from above, at least for the moment, with Example standing there. And in the back we can see Batulin's doing Batulin's things. He's right there on the top of the rock.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Underarm nade. Osh, thank you very much. Could have been a nice 2-pack, but not for now. We'll see. Maybe they're trying to keep him alive. Maybe they're happy having Mercy Gaming below them and ensuring no team backfills here. Navi well down to 2. That could still be a big punishment now as they are on top of the hill. Baton's overlooking. Sosed has to whip shots both ways, up and down the hill. And you can see in the kill feed, Mercy Gaming obviously are also taking form, especially with these teams rotating down. So I think the longer game is what we're seeing from Twisted Minds here. It's might be a high IQ play. We'll have to see how it unfolds, but they're definitely happy having that neighbor right below them.
And they can see, of course, some other players. In this case, it's Schengen getting flushed by
Добить не могу.
well, getting bleeding out. 4 more.
Бля, вас оставляет, а вы, блядь, агрессивно играете.
Unfortunately for them, they didn't get that kill. Example has to fall back to heal, because Twisted Minds, well, they are a bit too open there. And as we can see, Mercy Gaming still hiding right there in this little dip. And it's good for them. Circle shifting again, back down to the south with Sakura Senzen and the 2 Italians staying in the middle.
Yeah, it's a good hold for them, actually. And it's going to be the fight from the top. Torden's Lou going to try and deny entry for anyone in the high ground. Twisted Minds will be the remainder, I think, at the top there. Now it's the fight for the outsiders. Look at this. FaZe Clan trying to make the push, though, with Foot Esports. It looks like Na'Vi eventually getting picked up from Hypebeast. That's the fight on the adjacent side. And BB, well, they need to try and take their way through WLA or go round. It's going to be difficult to do either as part of third-party central. Let's tune in with this one, though. FaZe, well, they launch an aid. Grexy gets 1. James on the other, though, and Foot Esports. It's explosive, but their way down empties the first person. He's a bit further in from here. He actually does pick up 1 long distance shots. Quickly disciplined waits, runs to barrel, but not able to get a connection. Here comes the follow. Kobe, will it land? It launches, it's airborne, it's gone, but Gustav steals it though. He puts the nade down first, and he's going to annihilate Foot Esports in 14th place.
Yeah, now the other half of that, well, the next fight right here. BB team facing off against We Live Again, as you already predicted. Hoba still waiting for his moment. Nate coming out there from Spyro, losing some life, and that's it. We Live Again eliminated on rank number 13 right here. Spyro going for that smoke to 2 kills so far to his name, and therefore currently kill leader, because we don't have that much kills yet. 41 players still alive with 12 teams, and Ascent has to go for the move, it seems. Kyokai already with a spot in the circle.
Yeah. Well, they're going to come to that south. Kyokai in a really, really good spot. You've got that little sort of trench that you can hide, and the car can survive there. Here he has to be cautious of maybe a VP, has to be really cautious of a FaZe, but there's a section that he can sort of hold down. I think for me, Ascend will just wait for the zone, play from the zone, Bumble Squad, I think, have the harder rotation. They can't really go up. They've left it too long. If they try and send by, Kilikai should be picking them up. On the other side of the zone, though, Twisted Minds said they want to try and hold the high ground. This is why the night entry, though, for these teams, able to sort of punish. They can't stay out here for too long. They're going to have to hit and run every single time. But look, they're on 2 kills. They've got low W behind. They're going to be able to pick up the high beast. They're even going to be able to look across towards BB team and Hakido, who are hunkered in as well. So there's lots of food to be grabbed here for Twisted Minds.
And they need those kills. In the first match, they only got 4 points. So they still need more kills on the board, more points on the board in total. 2 points. 2 points in this match, though. So they still need more. They want more. They want to show why they normally should be on the top half of the leaderboard, or at least in the top 3. If it's their vision, of course, they want to be first as well as each other team right here. And well, we might still have that moment for the high beast trying to get into the circle. They need to secure their spot and, of course, fend off the other teams. And you already said it. Hokkaido hunkered down, but unfortunately only in vain, because the circle shifts again to the south, and therefore still good for Sakura and then Virtus Pro, Ascent, and, well, a bit for FaZe.
I think it's in a good spot, actually. Just hold here. Just try and wait. You're not maybe going to get the kills you want. There are some teams that are 1/4 of the way through now for 100 points, but you know, game number 1, so 2 high killing games, 2 high killing teams for game number 1 is huge, and arguably both those teams are storing, so watch them at the moment. Just as you mentioned, to try and get into that top spot now, but they've lost the high ground, so they've got to be creative. They've got to work their way down, but there's a load of dips, a load of crevices that you can hide the cars, and you can be creative. We're going to see a lot of teams fall here with FaZe number 5, arguably with 40 players up. That's a large amount here for this FaZe. There's not enough room. We're going to see a huge battle on this north side, as there's not many places you can hide out.
Yeah, Twisted Mind's best bet would be to go for rotation in the direction of Sakuris and then trying to get into those Italians, or at least close to the dips there, so you can protect yourself from the other teams in the north. You still have Bumble Squads, though, and they will face off against them, as both of those teams might be trying to get into the circle on the west side, and therefore we have the first kill, or knock, now kill. Perfect X gets Crossberg. So Twisted Minds knows that Bumble Squad is quite close, but not close enough for them. I indeed with the retaliation knock against Perfect X.
It's difficult. Zone's pushing them. He wants to lodge. Oh my! It's Chris, long distance, puts a headshot down. You can't get him on deep. You've got to go, mate. Grab what you can, get in the car, go for a steal, off you. Yes, put him down. You've got to go, mate. You can't survive out. Arguably, that's going to favour up with Twisted Minds now. Looks like Eternal Fire right behind Runaco Marco. He's going to launch some easy. There goes one. I don't know where that ball was going, because that was going towards Runa. He launched it at his own man, but the other nades will land in spot. Spyro unfortunately falls down to 1, and BB team, well, the fight is now on. They've got to defend, arguably, unzone control area. It's a pick, it's a go. BB team looking to try and claim, and maybe to do that, they've got to keep all the numbers up as best we use the train to his advantage.
Well, unfortunately, the hype beasts are eliminated. They tried to get further in the circle, didn't match, and Molodok gets a kill against Lou, so Twisted Minds down 1 as well. He tries hard to get knocks in, well, they're not players back on the feed. Example has found Molodok there. Mercy Gaming down Hibako already. So it might be only 1 left standing, and it was 1 left standing. That nade from Example hit the sweet spot.
That would nearly have been the team that you left alive, and neighbouring you, taking you out. So that was dangerous. Down numbers, difficult to fight. FaZe now making the push forward. VP in the trench, and nades will roll firmly in there. Looks like on the other side, talk about nades coming in. Well, they're coming in from Eternal Fire, living up to the fire. They want to reduce, but they're outside zone. This is difficult. This is playing back aggressively towards the west. And this is a race against the zone and a lot of third party. Nixie puts 1. Third party comes in from Mika. He causes some damage. Nixie's got to pop that smoke because FaZe is looking to try and work their way into VP spot. I kind of feel like Ascends and VP might team up here as they defend this southeast corner.
Bullying FaZe right there is, well, in the face of FaZe, I guess. And as we can see, Ibiza still trying his best to get more kills and trying to get that point against Gustav, and he does not make it. Point is on the count for Sakurasin, then Seifu being successful in getting that kill in. Or we can see a double rock right close, and Brexco and James finish off Ibiza and Lucarux, and therefore Virtus Pro is eliminated on rank number 9. We are in the top 8 now, and therefore in the placement points.
Placement point time, 17 players left alive. The numbers are falling. FaZe is on 7 kills. The numbers might have fallen for them, but the kills are rolling in. Looking to try and claim up, but they're looking to try and claim their way in. So they do pull back around. Might be looking for the car in the rotation. Said this area is going to be good for them to pop a couple of shots. Crexy can now use the time to get into the car and move back the other way. I think it's a crash. Surely crashing into Eternal Fire is FaZe's next play, but it's still not in zone. It's still short, so they still need to continue moving on down. And I think where we just saw that from Crexy, that's the next play. Oh, actually picked up Seifu, able to pick up one, and Tekers gets the other.
And therefore Eternal Fire is eliminated as well, while we can see that Lil W still tries to get into the circle, tries to get closer to Sakurasin then and He-Man with my favorite weapon in hand, the P90, one of the meanest weapons in the game there. As well as Example still trying to figure out how he can get a shot through that damn tree, and Ascent going for the push against FaZe.
They have to FaZe on the defense here. Mickey does get one. They've got to continue the pressure here. They can't allow FaZe in. Killer Kai having a look. James, a Romanian player, now he's trying to hide out because Sakura seems to be taking the shots in the back. Oh, he gets some shots and Seifu will end it though, as James will go down. FaZe will fall in 6th place. Ascend move just at the right time, and now they claim the east side of zone.
And there's the first kill with the P90, we could see. He-Man gets a kill against Lurex, and therefore Lul W down to 1 player. And that's Blazer, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Blazer with the knock against Seifu, well done. And now it's He-Man and... if I'm not mistaken, there we go. It's Tekers still holding the angle. Blue zone coming in, and that should be it for Blazer. He still took some damage from the bullets, trying to heal against the blue, but dies to it, and therefore we are in the top 4. Ascend, full team, 1.5 player for Twisted Minds, 1 player for Bumble Squad, and Takuri Sensen has been eliminated.
Ascend, deny, get every team outside the zone. It's Chris already moving. Look at the map, look at the speed. Ascend, no, they're up the numbers. They know they're in the chance to get themselves, but can the 2 of Twisted Minds, can the solo of Bumble Squad yet again getting themselves up in this top position? Bumble Squad able to survive. Their survivability is great. That's a great move from Ascend. A great move from Ascend. They're closing the zone off now for these remaining 2 teams. Can they survive?
The best chance for Iron Deep would be to face off against
It
might be their thorn in their sides.
Нет, это так не работает на туриках.
Depending on where Twisted Minds try to rotate to get into the circle. Most likely they're trying to go over the north, I guess, because they know Ascent is quite close to them. They have that ridge right there and can hold them out. Circles coming closer, blue zone pushing forwards, pushing Twisted Minds forwards, and Iron Deep still unknown for Twisted Minds, I guess. So they are not quite sure if they might be able to go down there. Nate's coming out. First hit against Perfect X. And the second one as well. Smokes trying to get them forwards.
Let's go. He's just playing chess at the moment. He's controlling the guys, knows exactly where they are. Perfectix in the middle. You two not quite got the connection I think they wanted, but there's been some damage. Perfectix is going to pop out the smoke. He can cause a big hit though. It's going to be down towards the guys. There's the first one. Mika picks up 1. It's a 1-1 and a 4 strong, as a Clubber should be saying, rise up. Can he get these final shots though? Example trying to survive as he's got a little rock, and here's the outside bet. Iron Deep needs to push in, but he arguably needs to try and get some kills. He lines up 1. He gets Example. He's down. He's able to put a point on the board. That's 4 for Bumble Squad. It's a 4 versus 1. It's surely a rise up Ascend here. They can't throw it against a 1-man Iron Deep.
Hopefully not. Still a possibility for a 1 versus 4. We saw that last time from Dax. Nade in hand, coming close. And the first knock comes first 2, but Mika coming in from behind. Winner with a chicken dinner for Ascend with 5 kills.
That was so close. That was so close. That nade was nearly perfect for Iron Deep, the Bumble squad with a sting at the end there. But it was a rise up ascend, winner, chicken dinner. Now,
Потерянную
it's not
команду.
huge kills. I think it was like 3-4 in the end, right? But the 13-point game is not bad though for ascend, especially from what we saw in the playoffs. So good start. I definitely think if you're watching the map stream, you'll give them a lot more love and appreciation because how they moved their way round in towards the
Каточку сыграем, наверное. Ну шо, Тиданы? Есть. Конечно же есть. Серьезно? Мгм. Тин-тин-тин-тин. Есть мышонки, не? Уж есть, куда же без них, нахуй. Да, въебало мне, я пойду смотреть турик дальше. Наш. Ну, блядь, смыкайся уже, на. Сучка. Он откуда голый бежал? Ну кто ноунеймы, блядь? Это чит. Почему? Потому что. Эй, блядь, нахуй ты тут это и показываешь вообще, блядь.
suggest he will go down. Both should be able to try and get med. CCI will pick up Crexy. Fex breaches him, but he goes down as well. He's down to a one shot, but two of the phase get denied. Potentially, it's going to be down to a Ranger. One-man army. When you're right, Eternal Firewall, they arrive. VP arrive. Twisted Minds arrive. Everyone wants a piece of the action.
The last remaining player is Gustav now. 4 phase, Nate coming out. CCI next knows where he's located. 35 damage only though. So most likely the next train is going into that building. Trying to get the kill against Gustav, who's trying to get a kill in for himself though. Because FaZe only had 1 in this match. They're still in second. Still tied with BB team though. Valruin finds Quizzy. And therefore the fight between Eternal Fire and VP starts. And another angle of Hosan.
It's difficult. I think Gustav now just has to try and hunker down. Let's not take anything away from FaZe. They've had a great first 2 games. They're on 30 points. Even if they go out now, yes, it's going to be a bit disappointing. They've only put 1 more on the board, but arguably so far in a great position with looks at the smash roll. And he's going to go down fighting. There goes a few more shots now. Needs to try and get a med back on, but the meds are going to be limited. He needs to rely on other teams pushing in. He has to try and hope that someone is able to try and hold out as he's going to move his way down and ensure that this push, and rightfully so, the right push is coming in from BBL now. Gustav is going to have to try and dig deep, maybe reposition, maybe a bit creative as he repositions himself on the stairs. I think he's waiting for BBL to come running up and into the gun of a barrel.
Yeah, that might be his plan, but BBL might have another plan because they're still waiting down there. The question is, how many smokes does Gustav have? At least 1 more and an 8. So still smoking, waiting for BBL to push, while Twisted Mind still stays out of the action so far, waiting on the hills. Flash in hands. Here's a stab. Smash coming in. Gets flashed most likely. And now the nade in hand. Underhand throw. And, well, that hits himself more than it hits opponents. And therefore, still, Gustav trying his best to fend off BBL. Nonetheless, it's not enough so far to claim more points for FaZe. And now it's Lyrin from the side. Gustav down, and this means FaZe eliminated on rank 16.
That was always difficult, right? Because more importantly, it was about the time. You ran out of util, they weren't pushing in, they were kind of pushing to a point. WLA obviously moving in, Secure Sense will play across this to fight with him. Does WLA even know that they've got 30 spots in the same combat? We don't know. We'll come back to it in a moment because the Mercy Gaming, when they get across, Secure Sense and are on the hold of fishing camp here, and this is the danger. I don't think WLA have any idea that Foot Esports are right underneath their tippy toes in Palace.
Most likely not. While we can see Mercy Gaming trying to cross the bridge, at least they were successful with 3 players. The Force is a slight bit behind, while Vard is waiting for We Live Again to make their move. Come closer, sneaking forwards. And the car was hurt. Spray coming out, and it's Mossborg, well, kissing the ground. And Vard with another kill for Footballist.
Yeah, that's a quick kill and confirm. You need to do that when you're that far up. WLA need to reposition. Arguably, they've not really kicked into the right gear so far. Looking to try and see if they can. T-Bone's on the other side. He's going to be able to see that one vehicle has left us now. But Vard looking for another one. He can hear the players. He can hear the footsteps in Palace. But the numbers are on the advantage of Foot Esports. Don't need to move just yet. But they will be there. On the left. That's a great nade! Oh my god, that was right on his head. That was a Kobe and a half, and WLA full early again. Oh, and
Brexco doing it again.
He's doing UAV stuff again.
Air Brexco coming in hot. Well, He-Man gets a kill against Bogart. That's the fight between Hokkaido, between Sakuras and then in Mercy Gaming. While we saw Hokkaido right here in the picture against Twisted Minds. Perfect X with his side set. And now it might be Hype Beast time. Unfortunately for Duff, he gets into, he runs into Iron Deep and Crosscow, and therefore Hype Beasts are down 1.
That's different. Hype Beasts haven't really started. There's a load of teams here. I suppose it's the finals though, right? It's the finals, Mark. Remember, we have the best 16 teams so far from this region that are fighting out. No surprise that the competition is high. No surprise we've got people hiding underneath the bridge as the car has been completely binned. No surprise that we got fighting in Hosan as VP now moved their way in. BBL have suffered one. It's a tough competition. It's phase number 2. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Is it going to be back towards Hosan? Potentially. But that's only because we've got to lose the river.
I still have 1 minute left on the clock before we know for sure. While Hypebeasts are still having their sights set on Eternal Fire right there. Easy being spotted by Doffy, while Doffy also knows that the remaining players, or well, the other players of Bumble Squad are quite close as well. While Novik gets spotted by Spyro, and this means only Carpi and Doffy are left on their feet so far. The question is, can they get the race on Novik? But it's not looking like they might be going for the spot for the race. And Phil First breaching, flipping his car, and lucky for him, he gets back on all 4 wheels, and he might be able to get away there when the time comes.
VP, they're just going to try and defend their position. I think they know that the zone's going to play up north here, and they want to be in the position to try and hold out Hosan. Hypebeast off to lose them too. Now they've got to try and find a centralized compound. We've seen teams like this hold out slightly, and we should lose the river. Looks like we have, as Didrik, so he's on the outside edge. As there's only there goes, tracks back towards the east. Ascend, like Navi we've seen in the other rounds, actually got so much terrain. They're going to reposition themselves now and try and hold the outside edge. Secure Ascension will be happy here. They just need to try and stop Foot Esports moving in.
2 куска мяса просто едет.
There's one under the water. Monoduct, he might have to take as a duck to water and move his way onto the other side of the bridge, but arguably, I can't see Foot Esports moving away from the coast. I think they're just going to hold out the other side, confirm they're the only team there, and then play across that coastline, waiting for the next zone shift.
Question is, will Molodok be able to get a kill in against T-Bone? But first we might have a fight between the players from the final Bumble Squad, as well as Navi and the Hypebeast, because Carpi is being sent to his knees as well, and this only means Duffy is the last man standing, or was the last man standing. Nonetheless, Twisted Minds wants in on the action and gets a knock in as well. Diffix now might be in trouble, as well as his teammates. Nice spray by Solsid, while Mododuck gets a kill in against T-Bone, and this is still the fight between Twisted Minds and Navi, but Mercy Gaming might come in from the side.
Yep, it is going to be a slight push here. Mercy Gaming looking for the points as well. Remember, they're 12th place at the moment. Hakatori Store focusing back towards Twisted Minds. Does retreat back. Now, they have lost Diffix, so going to try and get all the util he can from there as he'll just hunker his way down. Maybe just pop a med, but there's an initial couple of shots. And now Navi are aware there's a team coming in behind thick and fast. Ferris looking for the nade, looking for the opportunity, but has to swap towards that red dot because the team is collapsing. Navi know they're in a difficult spot now, but actually, lucky enough for them, they actually had to turn tail and they start taking fights back at Foot Esports on the coast.
Well, we also see that the players from Mercy Gaming are fighting on another side, because Molodok finally found his first knock against Mogore. Like 4 footballists, Vart still stuck below the bridge there, waiting, and, well, Molodok has stuck his car right there on the boxes. Question is now, will he be able to get over the bridge? Because the Kursen then is still waiting there. And the only option might be to use this little Dacia, which has no tire left on the front. So the question is, will he be able to survive somehow? Most likely not.
Look, even at 2 kills, he's done all right. He's done all right. I think he'll get in now. I think he will get in. Bumble Squad, though, they've been causing issues for a number of teams. They actually quite early on and late on, as they will now rotate in to see if Hakido can get to shots. So Wooly's going to rain out. He gets one, as Madsy will fall down. The rest of Bumble Squad are going to keep on moving. Surely they won't be able to get it confirmed, but stolen away. BBL claim that one, as Hakido won't be happy. Now they've got to race themselves ahead of BBL, try and stop them leaving town. This is where it's difficult. This is where Hosan becomes a little bit of a bloodbath.
Bloodbath might continue once the teams have to get out of Hosan. Well, we see that Twisted Minds is currently a bit stuck between Bumble Squad and Navi there. Crosscow still trying to get away somehow. Now made his presence known and tries to smoke himself against Navi, while also being close to Twisted Mind. So Kraskow is stuck between rock and a hard place, and that quite literally.
It is literally. But this has been Bumble Squad's day number 1, right? They can't keep numbers up, but I'll tell you what they can do. They can get placement points. And even as a solo, they seem to find their way, buzzing their way around the final game, maybe in a second, maybe in a third. But they're still there. Talk about buzzing around. Luca Rux, well, rains that grows route. Tunnel Fire are going to lose one. They're going to have to try and shoot back where it doesn't have the chamber. As he does now have to reposition. BBL will be trying to look here. And this is a fight, though, to get to outside Hosan. Phase number 4 is going to sting a little bit. I wonder if EF even know the BBL are on this other side, because he's going from one dangerous beast to another.
Yeah, talking about try to get away from danger and running in more danger. It's the danger zone right here at the outskirts of Hosan. Everybody trying their best to somehow get into the circle, and BBL so far can hold their position because the 2 apartments in the north are still in the circle. Nonetheless, Quetpa trying his best, has found the little coupe and is trying to, well, maybe sneak in from there, while Ascent is holding the east, and their positioning might not be the best when it comes to cover, because they only have that little ridge right there. But still, it's good enough for now, and they still are holding the north with Kiriakai, who's getting info in against Mercy Gaming, and of course Sakurusen then, who might also try to get more into the north.
I actually kind of like it. It is difficult. I actually like it. They move back. They've gone to the outside edge. Whoa! Eternal Flames well knows Lyron's there. Puts him down. Going to try and move forward. Get the kill on the board. But Lucas, oh no, he steals it at the end. Does BBL should be able to get the res here, surely, as he crawls his way back. Got to pick him up. I don't think VP's close enough to cause the damage, but VP can reposition. But BB team are ahead. They're going to cause some huge issues. VP are not going to know this. Are they going to drive straight into a trap? They're not. They're going to cross over. A couple shots coming from low W, but look at this VP trying to deny, as I said before, any team escaping their way of Hosan.
Yeah, you can escape, or you shall not pass.
100%.
Nixie with the next knock in now. Well, Ibiza with some hits against Lucarus. I'm not quite sure why he did that. Maybe saying, all right, fighting against BBL is too easy. Let's fight against each other. Cesar next, the last man standing for BBL. We had that earlier, if I remember correctly. But this nade finishes them off. And that's it. BBL eliminated on rank 11, while Dex loses his life against Lurex. And this means also Hokkaido down to 2 maybe, and driving into BB.
When he got denied by the cars parked up, I think he was going through trying to hope. Oh, he gets caught by Nixie as the car flies by. He literally hit the cars and bounced off. It was like bumper cars, the fortification from BB. Well, it went, look, when he's like, what did I hit in the smoke? He's not working his way. I don't think he'll be there for too long. And there is a steal though from BB. They should be able to get the message back on as the cars will give way. Mustang, well, he might have a few nades. VP know they're here now. They're going to push down. Here comes the drive-by. Best going to try and look, but he goes down. There goes back, and Ibby able to pick up one. Phil first going to try, and he gets another one. VP falling apart. Nixie's further out. He goes down, and BB survived. Surely the nades need to come in from Aikido. Launch forward. You can't allow them to be down. Oh, he gets caught as well. No way. LULW will claim that last player.
Well, BB lives to fight another day. Still all 4 players on their feet. Well, quite close to their feet at least. They are still all alive. Knocked though. While Ascent is trying to figure out how to advance into the north of the circle. Coming in from the side is Mercy Gaming. They are fighting against Sakurusen then though. And we see that nade coming in from Zeifu, and it wasn't half bad. Nonetheless, Hibako able to get away though. And still Hibaka going for the push. He wants those kills against Zeifu and Takis, who are currently stuck in the low ground. They still have a bit of cover with that shield and the rock. Now trying to get away though. That nade would have hit perfectly, and that nade does. Seifu down to 30. And that
Seifu out. out.
SEN.
In 8th. Oh, bless him. Low W causing some huge problems. Now they're trying to climb that leaderboard. 18 points for them. It's going to allow Mercy Gaming to work their way in, but they're only on 2. They're only on 2. And LW on a full control at the moment, and they're going to now try and wait out. Send, yeah, you're right, they're having a look here, but they haven't really got the intel. It's a bit of a throwaway nade, maybe trying to hope to pick something up, but I think they want to hold the high ground, and I think that's the right play.
Yeah, it might be the right play for them. Question is, what will the others do against it? In this case, Sand might have a clue that still means Mercy Gaming is quite close. Next circle shifts to the southeast, and therefore Sand has to, well, a long game, a long way to go. Same goes for Mercy Gaming. Little W needs to catch up to their remaining 2 players with Gedrox and Blazer. They still need to get into the circle, and Crosscow currently holding the center of the circle, the last remaining player for Bumble Squad. They are doing it again. 7 teams left, so we are on the placement points, and Bumble Squad again with 1 man left and going for placement, and maybe the thorn in the sides of one of the teams, while Hakatori gets the knocking flush against Brex. Go, Chris! And Mika also in dire straits.
How is that possible? Disgusting behaviour. The fact he spins and puts him down, Chris gets down as well. Kiliakai's got to move forward, but arguably he's running into some very dangerous guns. They need Twisted Minds to push in, but I kind of feel like Ascend might be down to 1 player now.
Yeah, Pietro with the knock against Hakatori, so sits the last remaining player for Navi as well. And this means Kirikai still has the possibility to go for the rest if he makes it to Mika in time. And if Mika is not flushed by the players of Mercy Gaming. Tries with the spray there, but it's not looking too good for Ascend there, trying to get the rest, the first aid through. And Saucet going for the drive, and that's the drive by elimination of Ascend there on rank number 6.
It was a good play. Good play. Difficult. Navi doing the right thing. They're holding out that high ground. That's why Ascend repositioned to try and take it. I think it's going to be a strong position. Wouldn't be too surprised to see Twisted Minds now play up and push Navi out. You can see example already showing Schengen what the high ground advantage will take. Perfectix on the other hand though, well, BB and behind their car fortification haven't really had to move just yet. No, and Mercy Gamer, well, they will say goodbye as we will make our way towards the top 4. Twisted Minds on a 4, BB team on a 4, and then we've got a double duo, LULW and Navi.
Yeah, and I still have a question. How is BB team still alive down there? How have they not been eliminated yet? Twisted Minds so far with an awfully good spot right there on top of the hill. They can shoot all they want. Nonetheless, most of the cars have blown, and the next shift might prove disastrous for BB team by trying to get away there somehow, because they don't have cars left anymore. At least I guess so. One is on the roof and the others are blown as well. Well, we'll see. 3 seconds remain, and Bartolins gets knocked by Lurix from the side. Circle shifting again, slightly in favor of BB team and Twisted Minds. So Lil W and Navi still have to get into the circle somehow.
Тут бибишки, наверное, выигрывают, если
doing damage in. Maybe it's part of takeover. Maybe the zone, maybe the trees, the train.
Блять, хуесосы, блять, как всегда из норбы лазят,
They're
блядь.
going to move their way around. They can backfill here, cause some problems from Twisted Minds. As now they've got to focus on maybe getting the res, but dealing with BB team. Twisted Minds are the only team in, so they've got to manage multiple entry points now towards phase number 7/8. Looks like BB team going to try and take the fight as Lowell Double trying to deny out BB. And there come the name. Blazer is going to be up remaining, but huge util dump coming in from BB team. It's even going to be stacked up. That's a great blue zone nade. That should definitely claim 1, if not conquered the 2nd.
Yeah, Blazer still trying to protect himself with that shield, and BB team is eliminated. Example with 2 nades wreaking havoc on them.
Да все там,
This
все.
means we only have
Нави,
7
смотрите, блядь.
players left standing
Сверху
right
идут,
there.
блядь.
2 for Navi, 1 for Lil W, which is Blazer, and all 4 players of Twisted Minds. Now Hakatori coming in from behind together with Sothet, trying their best to eliminate Twisted Minds, or at least decimate their numbers.
Yeah, he's picked up one, so now looking. All teams are in. 3 teams now remain. Twisted Minds have got the numbers. They did get that res back in. Navi, control. They are working their way. And Hakatori so said, we know these guys can be a dangerous duo anyway. I won't expect him to think about going too far forward now. That was an aggressive statement, though, from Low W. They're on the 6 kills. They moved in. They tried to deny BBT, who's up on that leaderboard already, the opportunity to go claim themselves a chicken dinner. Was it on purpose? Was it just for zone? I like to favour because from the smash rule, they might be trying to deny entry points here, but 6 kills under the belt. He's got an MK in his hand. He might be packing a bit of a punch even as a solo.
Yeah, the possibility of, well, getting to be able to decimate one of the teams. We see that Twisted Minds has split up. They are going with 2 players against Navi and 2 players against Lil W. At least it seems like that, because they are split. Trying to get the best of their position, and they do. Lou with the knock against Saucet, which only leaves Hakatori, who still has 5 kills so far to his name, which is amazing. 9 kills in total from Navi so far. 6 each for Twisted Minds and Lil W, while Blazer is still trying to get at least 1 more if he's lucky. Same goes for Hakatori though. But nonetheless, the biggest chance of getting the winner chicken dinner is right in their hands. Twisted Minds with the first nades against Blazer. The question is, will they hit, will they get the kill against him, and can they focus after that against Hakatori, or trying both at the same time?
Good kill from Luke. Working their way up now, they're going to focus away
Если
down.
такой не отдает,
It's a 4 versus 1. Blazer, well, he's going to go Org, not MK. As the nade, well, that's going to try and do the damage. I think it's a straight deny. Straight deny. Deny. Twisted Minds only claiming 8, not 9, but it does send them up. 33 points will be their total after game number 3. It's a big telling here. I think some teams are...
Вот выпади. Очки черные тоже. Фу, блять. Гей-парад, да. Гей-парад, гей-парад.
Оренбурга, куда пропал Барко, возвращение Промеса, презентация новой формы и другие.
Дарите женщинам цветы без повода и без причины. Ведь многого не надо, чтобы быть счастливой. Дарите женщинам цветы без повода и без причины. Ведь многого не надо, чтобы быть счастливой. Я подарю вам Ландыши, ландыши, от души. Я подарю вам лилии, желтые, красные, синие. Я подарю вам ромашки и айгульке, и Наташке. Я подарю вам все цветы, навсегда все цветы. Дарите женщинам цветы без повода и без причины. Ведь многого не надо, чтобы быть счастливой. Дарите женщинам цветы без повода и без причины. Ведь многого не надо, чтобы быть счастливой. Я подарю тебе розы, розы и мимозы. Я подарю тюльпаны, милые, о, дамы. Я подарю тебе пионы, пионы, миллионы. Я подарю тебе жасмины без повода и без причины. Дарите женщинам цветы без повода и без причины. Без причины. Ведь многого не надо, чтобы быть счастливой. Дарите женщинам цветы без повода и без причины. Ведь дарят женщинам цветы настоящие мужчины. Так привыкла в этом мире никому уже не верить. Но ты попал прямо в сердце, ну как скажи. Ты раздел меня до души. Если все будут против нас, то давай сбежим. И все, что было до тебя, пусть я хочу. Все, что было до тебя, уже давно не щусь. Этим нет парни, нет чувства просто нет. И как будто не было. Это фальшь, это сон, пустота, белый шум. С тобой мне даже молчать по кайфу. Но прошу, давай все сохраним, как первый наш фотоснимок. Со мной ты не победишь, с тобой я не победим. Я так хочу до конца, как раньше уже не болит. Но я так просила, пока он услышал мою молитву. Давай выбери все чувства и красоту. Ты вылечил мой ожог, а я твою пустоту. Ну если ты вдруг предашь, то знай, просто нет, я не поверю в любовь. Больше слышишь, сейчас я так сильно верю в тебя. Мы так осторожно переходили на личное, боялись делать их жене лишнее. Сжимая крепко чувства в кулак, но нас друг друга тянуло, тянуло. На дороге с народом, где убеги, где вокруг лишь один дым. Ну как ты стал мне таким близким, ну как ты стал мне таким родным. Все, что было до тебя, ты светил без. Все, что было до тебя, сейчас не вспомнишь. Эти недопаги, нет, чувства просто нет. И как будто не было. Это фальшь, это сон, пустота, белый шум. С тобой мне даже молчать по кайфу. Но прошу, давай все сохраним, как первый наш фотоснимок. Со мной ты не победишь, с тобой я не победим. Я так хочу до конца, как раньше уже не болит. Но я так просила, пока он услышал мою молитву. Давай выбери все мне, позвони. Позвони мне ради Бога. Приезжай, обними. Все равно, что скажет кто-то. Рано или поздно. Позвони мне, позвони. Может, нам не продолжить. Нам Москва горят огни. Я хочу услышать голос. Позвони мне, позвони. Позвони мне, позвони.
Что там игра начинается? Нет. Надо было запуститься, наверное. Позвони мне, позвони. Так, полетели.
And he was awfully far away from his teammates. As we can see, Crossberg, Matzi and Crosscow are quite close to Bamboo, while the last player of them was all the way up in Muho Pond, quite close to Blather there, and he got the kill in for W. So one more point on the board. I know it was Lurix there with the kill, so never mind. It looked weird though. Still, we have right here in the stadium, the good old stadium, everybody knows it from the hot drops. If you play the map yourself, it can be disastrous to land there and not find a weapon quite fast. Nonetheless, good thing for the teams. They announce where they want to land, and they don't have contest there. While we did have the hot drop between Twisted Minds and Navi so far, without kills and without a fight. Nonetheless, that could change in an instant.
Yeah, we know these guys will go head to head. We see it pretty much every game. I'd be surprised actually if one of them leave without fighting, or maybe it's an important change of rule tactics that actually this single map is a really important swing point or swing map, should we say, to be able to get some kills. Zone obviously is falling its way back. It's worth noting some high ground would be really good. I really like this map. I do like this map. I know it's an unpopular decision. I know it is a split decision across the community, but I think this map, with a few updates, with some amazing changes, with some dynamic changes, it just looks amazing visually, and more importantly, it plays really, really well. It's just the end zone. More importantly, it plays really, really well. Is the EMP zones, but that's something that could come and go. Remember back in the day when you used to have the red zones? We've actually already seen it being caused some issues. You had 3 teams in it on the playoffs that got caught in the EMP zone, having to fight on the outside edge.
Yeah, that's the most unfortunate thing that could happen while you're on a rotation. And as we can see, Squiddy and co are going for the rotation right there. Ibiza trying to get to Lucarex, trying to get out of that EMP circle. And it looks like he was successful, maybe going by a bicycle, so they don't need that power. Well, we can also see that the next team coming close is Eternal Fire. Quite close there to Bumble Squad, as well as Mercy Gaming trying to get out of the stadium, trying to position them into the middle of the circle.
Do you think we're going to get stadium ending? Well, I don't want to say it out too loud, but I wouldn't mind the stadium ending,
Arun gets shot at by Matzy, and he just ignores the car, shooting below the car and gets the knock in. Quetpa though trying to go for the race, and that should be successful. I doubt that Bumble Squad is going for the push there, trying to reposition themselves. Crossberg might be trying to get that kill in though and confirm it for his team, trying to push up the hill, trying to make way. While Quetpa was successful in getting the race in. Ruin now back on his feet. Nonetheless, he was seen. No, he was not seen. Oh my god. Crossberg with the perfect.
No way. No way.
Oh my god. Perfect position and momentum.
That was disgusting. Now, Crossberg knows he was shooting at someone, and he knows it isn't his team, so they need to be cautious here, but they're receiving damage elsewhere. Look at that VP on 1, still from Monodoct as well, so Bumble Squad will come out from 1, but Twisted Minds rolling in. This is the damage we see as these teams are fighting for centralized positions at the moment. Twisted Minds set the compound away from Bumble Squad. That means Crossberg needs to push back towards the petrol, but Example already trying to deny him opportunity to climb back up. The Bumble's on the run, but Example's laying down the law.
And Perfect X gets the knock though. Nonetheless, that means that we only have 2 players left standing for the Bumble Squad. Crossberg gets killed by Lucarox though, thrown as a steal. In this case from Virtus Pro, and Twisted Minds, well, they don't get that point on the board for them. Unfortunate for them. Still 33 points in total for them, which means rank number 2 so far.
Rank 2. They are moving their way up. A little bit of a slow start, actually, just a month. So yeah, sort of kicked in from game 2, but we've still got loads of games to play. Maybe. It's the one final I can say. I cannot tell you exactly how many games we're playing, but I can tell you BBL are going to bin that car. So that one's going to be now done and dusted. Can they get up? No, they can't. Maybe Mika heard the roll. Maybe Mika heard the splashes. He might want to try and reposition. He is on the move, actually. And BBL, well, they're taking the scenic route as they run down the riverfront.
And that might prove to be disastrous for them if Mika can get the shots in the first 2 rounds.
Close.
Unfortunately, though, Schiller gets behind that little ridge there and therefore is able to heal again. CCI next had no hit. And, well, BBL lives to fight another day, while Kiakai has the idea to get to Mika and maybe go for the hunt, while we see Hokkaido going for the top of the mountains, trying to position themselves on the highest ground of the high ground right here on Rondo.
I do argue and say that a lot of these zones will push back towards these. Now, there's a couple in this zone, so it's a bit of a gamble here for Hakido, but I think that's a good spot. One, have you got enough ammo to try and survive out? And two, make sure you jump off at the right time. I see so many times teams remain up at the high ground for just that little bit too long, and that denies them obviously dropping down. We've seen BBL trying to hold out, and maybe even a Brexico might fly by and cause some damage because you're not always safe at the top. And looks like Mikastor chasing his guy down. At what point does Brexico come flying by and destroying the two that are trying to be on the beach?
Oh, more shots coming in from the side. Kiyakai now is in first knock against CCI next, but Schiller finds him and is able to retaliate, at least for the moment. Little W now coming in from the side, and that's it. Kiyakai gets sent to his knees. Schengen with the knock there, and this means BBL might still be able to survive there and get away. Well sent now from the air. Brexco with the first shots, but not able to prohibit the player
from above
from that kill.
Survive! Oh, the plane's going down. Mayday! Mayday! Brexco's going down. Blazer's going to have to chase him down. He has to find. He can't crash here. He cannot crash here. Blazer will not allow him. Brexco's keeping low down, using the trees as cover, but the smoke tail that's coming out is just going to allow Blazer potentially to chase. Does he go for a splash landing? He goes close enough. He's down. He's able to hide it. Does he lose the voice? Potentially. I don't think Blazer's going to drop the ball. He's going to try and reposition himself to cause some damage. Brexco's got a limited amount of time that he can find some safety.
While BBL decides to find safety in that shore and of course the river, trying to protect themselves from the oncoming shots and onslaught from Ascent. While we can see Sakursen then prohibiting Navi from breaching their location right there in that little compound. And Blazer finds Carpi. Well, unfortunately for him, it's not Brexco. And way more unfortunate for him, his car lands in that sea as well. Therefore, his car's lost.
He's lost, and now he's been caught. And Noah gets a great shot, though, with that mini. Does pick up Blaze, aren't they? Chasing down Brexico, and as a result, they receive damage. So, aggressive stance, but they need to keep the numbers up. Car slides on down. Duff now going to show you death from above, and how it's done is he will fly on by. Second glider, maybe second pole. He doesn't quite get the connection for the first one. Looking for the second. Can he get a finish? Nope, he can't. But do you know what he's gathering? Lots of intel, especially from that team wrapping their way around.
A good thing for him, he doesn't have to fly and shoot like Brexco did, because he's being carried by Doffy right there. Was being flown by Doffy. Well, Lurex gets the knock against Novik, and therefore there are only two players left standing for the high beast right here in the plane, in the glider, Doffy and Duff. They get shot at by Schiller, who's
that's a tree.
That tree almost took him down. High Beasts, yeah, they will lose those two players without a question.
Yep, unable to go for that res now. We are a bit behind enemy lines now, as Low W will try and get the reses and more importantly get those confirmed. So not a couple of points for them. Interesting to see the gliders being used more and more. People don't really understand the speed at which they play, so it does cause them some problems. There's those double kills. Now they might try and look for this high ground. They might try and crash in at the top and survive out, but they've got to be cautious. This could be a huge play. Wooly is going to pop out though. SLR with shots. It was a denied opportunity now as they turn. Oh, there's one! He's going to go down instantly. The glider is on a full mayday. The stuff has to get himself down to the ground, but he gets shot as well. Hakido, death from above. No, we claim the higher ground. You're not coming up here, Hypebeast.
Yeah, and talking about high ground, Dex unfortunately was not able to land on that hill. He was knocked out through falling when he tried to land there, and therefore we have two players of Hokkaido down there on the ground, because Sarah has to go and get him back to his feet and res him. Well, we might have that stadium fight you waited for between Twisted Minds and BB Team.
Another glider in the air. I actually think it's going to continue to retract back to stadium. That'd be interesting, especially players on the outside. It means the numbers could survive here for a period of time, but let's wait and see. If the zone shifts away, does mean we are going to see the teams having to move their way out. And for the teams lurking on the outside edge, it might be a problem. Not as much of a problem as the EMP zone, because if he's got a car, he's going to be unable to move it very soon. The ENZP zone will now pop.
Kachori with vision sets on Sakuris, and then though Takis gets knocked out by Diffix, And he is up there on the roof, or at least was, because now Sakurisan then is pushing closer. Nate right in there, and that's it for Seifu. And this leaves only 2 players standing. And from the side, Footballist says, all right, we want in on that fight. Well, Bumble Squad is fighting against We Live Again. Hoba gets killed. And this means another play and another point on the board for Bumble Squad.
Well, Footy Sports arguably need to get in there. They're low points, right? You're a Foot fan, you expect them to be a little bit higher up here. There's that shift not to where I want it to go, but dangerously close, as I said, to that high ground. Yet again, the high ground rules. Hakido will hold. Nice 2-2 split. That's different. That's going to give them the opportunity now to jump down when they want to. So this duo could be causing some more damage, especially if we see some more gliders coming their way. But for now, the southeast side, the stadium side, is going to be the danger side because a lot of teams are going to be in and around the woodland area.
And unfortunately, Twisted Minds decided to retreat from that fight and go for the circle. Nonetheless, James says, perfect, your travel ends here. And Fax confirms the kill for them, but still Hokkaido on the top of the hill, and there's a side set on them as well. And Twisted Mind, though, with a bit of retaliation against FaZe. Well, we also see that Mercy Gaming is quite close as well. Twisted Mind's now deciding to stay right here below the ridge and hopefully not being spotted by Hokkaido from the top of the hill. And we can see that Hokkaido has another one of those emergency pickups right there on the hill. I'm not quite sure what they want to try with that.
We're here, people. The Footy Sports going to roll past. Twisted Minds already here. This is a prime spot. There's a quick, easy 1-2. Unfortunately for them, the other two got a split, though. Full handbrake as he gets up to the high ground. He's going to have to try and lay low underneath Haikido. And unfortunately for Footy Sports, they're down to a solo now as Mercy Gaming did work their way. We saw the playoff stages. We saw Navi win from that position as well. So let's see what they can do here. Vital trying to hook her in. This is a repeat starter zone. So a lot of these teams already know how this game is going to unfold, where it's going to potentially play. So watch the change in the game style.
Yeah, also watching the other teams, and of course the game style has to be Vard, the last remaining player for Footballist, because above him he still has Hokkaido lying and waiting, and of course Navi quite close as well. So he has to hope that nobody's trying to get close to that hill, while Mika gets a kill against Fairist, and therefore one more point on the leaderboard for Ascent. So far 29 in total. And We Live Again now fighting against Vesterloch and the BB team. Fade quite close there to a doozy, and this might be another knock for them if they're lucky, because I'm not quite sure if Fade realized that a doozy is quite close to.
Yeah, it needs to try and deal the damage. Back on the other side, though, it's the fight for the Easto. And Lol W, we know the aggressive stance. Brexco goes down, so Mayday has been found. And it means Mika, well, he's got to try and push further afield. Ascend's going to be down now, down to 2. As they are going to use the electric bus to try and move on out. And Mika and his Chris going to try and salvage what they can from this game. Comes back to the high ground again. And it is going to try and, I suppose, really turn, unfortunately, Ascend back towards that fight. But look at the kill feed. There's not a bad shot for Ascend to get back involved.
Yeah, Lil W fighting against Navi. Trying to get the coast clear, as you could say.
Yes,
trying to rid themselves of their opponents if they're lucky enough to get that spot. Blazer and Schengen still fighting hard. They lost Lurik there. Schengen down as well now from Hakatari, and this only leaves Blazer, who is going down that ridge, trying to get to the beach-ish area right here on the coast of the river. And trying to get around to go for the rest there and maybe get Schengen back on his feet. Well, it seems that Navi's not going to prohibit him from that. And Fate gets a kill against Easy, and therefore we lose another team. Eternal Fire eliminated on rank number 14.
Sen could capitalize on this. Sen would have read the kill feed well. They're going to get a reset. I think they're going to try and hold the high ground. The zone's coming back their way. Just don't let anyone fill in. Don't let anyone play in from the west towards you. And arguably, They've got to get through Aikido. It is phase number 4. They still hold that high ground. They still hold the compound down below. I think it's going to claim back towards it. My expectations is it's going to play towards that south, back to that compound, as we saw the other day. But it's phase number 4. Got a number of teams out. VP coming on that E pickup. This is what I said I need to be cautious of. But for now, it looks like they're going to drop straight on top of low W.
And that might be the next fight. Blazer realized it though. First shots coming out. Not able to get the first knock in there. Hakatori though with the knock against Ibiza. Quizzy now coming in from the side. Gets the first knock against Schengen. Tries to jump down. And while jumping down, he somehow gets the knock in flush. And therefore Lil W is eliminated. Nonetheless, Quizzy knocked as well. Nixie going for the rest. And this means VP still alive with 3 players.
That was insane. That was a full send off the top. VP will be free. VP is down. Quizzy will be picked up by Nixie here. And Na'Vi not playing in. I think some of that's part of the train. If they push in, they fully commit to it. Getting back is going to be difficult. I think Na'Vi are playing it right here. They're trying to hold their position. They want to move up on either side of the ridge. If they commit this side, they commit to this side of the ridge. If they play where they are, they can play on both sides here. So big shout. So said has picked up Super Rocks. And actually will start playing in some shots out. He's going to try and get himself now back to cover. 360 spin, but he's still going to get picked up. So said will pick up 1. Oh, there's 2 from Hakatori, and it's all falling apart for VP.
Quizzy the last man standing now. He has to get a race in somehow so they can fight off the 3 players from Na'Vi. And it looks like they're not quite fond of going for that push so far. Next shift coming in again for the high ground for Hokkaido. For Ascent who push to the hill as well as Twisted Minds and Vard. This leaves Mercy Gaming face BBL and We Live Again. While we can still see the fight between Hakatori and Na'Vi against Virtus Pro, Quizzy and co with some awfully good nades. Hakatori almost down.
This is huge though, because Mercy Gaming, if they know Na'Vi have moved, they can move in. That's the ridge that Na'Vi wanted to try and hold for now. Divic's got to try and salvage back. VP refusing to go down. The Polar Bear's got a bit of a bite remaining now. There's another one goes down. Hakatori needs to get a med back on. Nixie and Quizzy trying to be creative here, but the zone is going to come in 18 seconds. Phase 5 is going to hurt quite a bit. Hakatori needs to try and get Sosed back up, but the U2 will try and deny entry. As you can see, those mollies going out. They've got to be cautious on the pathing, but there is a little bit of a path that they can get out of here.
Their positioning is not that bad. Nate coming out, and that might be a good one. Perfect. Lucarux down and out for the count, which leaves 2 players left standing, Quizzy and Nixie. Quizzy almost down. Nixie gets knocked by Mika, and therefore Ascent with the option and the possibility to get Virtus Pro out of this match. Next shot hitting as well, and that's it. Mika again successful. Virtus Pro eliminated on rank number 10. Well, we can see that Mossboard has trouble because the Blues Nate is quite close to him.
So I was going to question what point does play back. That was good timing for them. WLA surviving themselves out. We're now in a placement point. They need this game. They're currently on the bottom side of the leaderboard, but the placement points and every team that now we see Hokkaido, what they're causing damage from above. Don't forget they still got an element of high ground, but they still have the compounds. BBL take the ridge below. WLA have to go for a full commit. Mercy Gaming remaining to hold here, but they have played out. There's 1, there's 2. WLA want to get the extra placement point, but they don't get any further. And look at this as we swing this camera. Mercy Gaming, they've already played in. PWD already holding the ridge. They know that FaZe have made their way in. It's the fight for the outside edges now. And look at this, FaZe getting caught up with BBL.
Yeah, smash with an 8 against Fax successful, at least dealing a bit of damage. Well, we can see that Na'Vi might be close to Mercy Gaming's PWD, and still, the middle of the circle is quite stacked there with Ward and Hokkaido. They still have the best chance from the top of the hill to play down. Nonetheless, there's still the fight between Na'Vi and Mercy Gaming has started. Hakatori with the first knock against Ibako. Opus gets the knock against Hakatori, and now from the side, the Electro Boss smash and CCR next smashing into FaZe right there, and FaZe is eliminated. Last kill is going for the count of Monologued.
Yeah, Molotov getting involved. They coming through. They do get the rest. They got to play in. You can't miss with the giant.
Ну, Миште надо
They
выигрывать это.
roll on through. Mercy Gaming now got to reposition. We see the E pick up to the Doritos, as I like to call them, are going to provide some cover. This is an uphill battle now. Defixto and so says we'll try and play in. PWD just on the ridge, but it goes back towards the high ground. Actually plays on the north side this time. So again, it favours the Ascend. The Ascend just need to try and hold out. Hakido, who were the first claimers of the higher ground, they put the stake in the ground. I love the play. They've got 2 up high, 2 down low. This is where we normally see teams fail because they fully commit 4 men at the top, and therefore, as a result, in the late game, they can't get off the mountain. This is different. This is a high IQ play. Expect him in the end section.
Next chance for Mercy Gaming to get another kill in 9 kills in total so far. And this leaves only 1 player left standing for Navi. In this case, it's Sauced. Will he be able to get another knock in against Pubg, or is WD now? Sauced dies to the circle, to the blow zone. And unfortunately for Mercy Gaming, this means they only got 9 kills. Tenst is prohibited for them. While we wait, what will happen with the circle and the positioning for the teams? BBL has to move forward. They still have a little ridge there they can play. Vard still hiding, laying low. But Mercy Gaming might find him sooner or later. Coming in close. First shots coming in.
Oh, it turns to him.
Almost gets run over. And this is kill number 10 for Mercy Gaming.
Mercy playing well. Good hold for Vard. Look, they got caught in that crossroads. A lot of teams play there early. It's a good play, though, from Twisted Minds. But we've got 4 teams now. Akita with 4. Mercy Gaming with a 4. BBL with a nice 4 as well. Ascend Store holding out as a duo. And they've got control on that east. Hopefully, the clashes will happen with the big numbers. Maybe Ascend can move in. But for now, Mercy Gaming looking to try and find Mika. They've got a bus in front of him. That's going to be a bit of intel. But they've got to get round it. And don't forget, it's Chris is further back. So as Mercy Gaming try to commit their way around, it could be punishing for them. But Hakido, talk about punishment, it's going to be raining those bullets from above.
Yeah, not only from above, also from the side. BBL going for the push against Mercy. They already got the first knock against Bogart. And they're trying their best to move forward. While Dax is coming in from behind for Hokkaido. And also the players of Ascent trying to prohibit Mercy Gaming from moving forwards as well. Mika already waiting for them to make their move. Hokkaido still staying and waiting, laying low. And Wooly has finally found its Chris right there behind the tree, trying to reposition himself so he can shoot him. But unfortunately for him, the tree provides ample cover so far for Chris to hide behind.
Chris is like, go away. I'm trying to hold my boy. Mick needs to try to stay alive. The smokes will be a giveaway. Willie won't give him up, the NA beast. And they're in the zone. Where we go, we give up the high ground. It has to go at some point. It's going to roll out between phase 6 and 7. Great shot come through. Is Chris down to a 1 shot? Go spray through. It's going to be difficult now for Ascend to try and claim out. Ascend having a good reclaim game from this one. Mika picks up 1. There's a quick kill. There's a quick confirm. Another point for them. 4 on the board. Nade will be launched out. Mika has to run his way back, but he gets caught as he doesn't have the cover.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, Molotov finds him before BBL now pressuring in from behind. First nade coming out, and Molotov is able to get into, well, no, it's not. I'm not quite sure what they're trying there. Bogart driving away with the electric bus. Well, Molotov runs in from behind. Schiller finally with the kill against Hibako, and now Chris trying his best to hide behind that little cover there. And gets killed by Makandark there. From the top, 3 teams left standing. 4 players, 4 BBL, 2 for Mercy Gaming, and 4 for Hokkaido.
This is Mercy Gaming and obviously Ascend. They're trying to run their way around towards zone. BBL are nice aggressive stance, pushing them around. They're trying to get the kills. They're ensuring they're trying to come back. Mercy Gaming, they might be able to sneak back quickly if they do it, or try and play their way around the other side, because they're limited amount of time. Lost the high ground, the shots will now start coming through, but 3 teams now remain. It's a 4 versus 4 versus 2 as Mercy have only got a dangerous duo up.
They're trying their best. Schiller's nade finds Dex though. So Hokkaido down to 3 man. Xera's quite a bit behind, hiding in that little compound there, while the other 2 are still stuck on top of that hill right here. And of course above CCR next, Schiller and co. So BBL might be able to get that kill in against Dax, because it's not looking like the other 2 from above can help him. There it is, down to 7 for those two teams, and of course the 2 players left from Mercy Gaming, which means 9 in total.
It's a good play, actually. I mean, they've identified decks and big play back from Aikido. They're not going to give up the high ground just yet, though. They're going to try and use what they can, but they're not in zone. Phase number 7, well, that's going to hurt quite a bit, though. They are trying to look for these final players that are just lurking below their feet. If they jump up here, if BBL are taking fights, it's going to be painful for Aikido. They need to find a secure spot to get down, and that might be launching nades off the high ground. Bounces for 1, but not getting the damage that they need. Mercy Gaming will hug her towards the rocks. So will BBL. But it's going to be very difficult now for Aikido to get off this ground.
Yeah, depending on if BBL and Mercy Gaming clash first, though. 11 kills so far for Mercy, while Schiller gets a knock-in against Wooly, who's still on top of the rock there. And Makandak might be able to res him if he's lucky. Nonetheless, so Xerath still with the possibility from the side against BBL. Well, Mercy Gaming has to push forward somehow. And it looks like Hokkaido will be able to play with 3 players as soon as that rest gets through.
Time's dangerous, though. Time is not on their side, getting down. That's what they need to deal with Mercy. This is why the 3rd player, though, from them is really trying to secure a spot. Oh, and allow these guys to get boots on the ground. Oh, Lyron with the off angle caused some huge damage. Look at that. 1 zone's coming in. This is going to be painful. The guys have to get off here, but arguably they need to cause the damage. They're going to go down. Aikido might have been a throw now. I think it is. Final play for them. Anything they can do to claim. BBL should come sweeping through to claim up the game. But Aikido, they had 4. They had the numbers. They had the high ground. They might be now trying to dig deep as a solo to get a win.
Last player standing for Mercy Gaming and Hokkaido. Xerath and Boggart, and Xerath gets those kills and those placement points for Hokkaido. And now it's 1 against 4. 2 coming in from the right, 2 coming in from the left. He gets the first knock against Schiller. Now from the other side, smash, and that's it. GG, well played.
Хуй, как эти бибрелики выигрывают, ебаный в рот.
6 kills.
Ладно. две дымовых гранаты, да? Там тачку. Зашибись. Бачи пиздрика сюда. Туда летит у нас, да? Да не летит. Или летит? Вроде нет. Так, смоки нам нужны. Блять, кто укусил? Мало. Смоки нужно поднять. Где их на Пубге? Так. Пришли. Что дохуя медицина так ходит, наверное. Компенсатор можно на компенсатор собирать, в принципе. Что-то тёк, что ли? Вот. Я ж тебя так любил, так любил. А теперь потерял тебя. Ищем. На горе были, да, вроде бы? Вот. Интересно, того типа, блядь. Не-не-не. Надо проверять. Надо всех проверять. Да не, бот. Рандомил сучара. Ебаный ботаёб, блядь. Да, ботаёб, было нету этого. Там не закончилось сегодня.